Why, hello there. Hello, hello. One love. Hi there. You're the first one here. Congratulations. How's it going, everybody? Oh, bobtailed, you were so close. You were the first donation, though. So, let me change this. Sorry, my power went out last night, so my light didn't save my setting. Um, okay. Ugh. So close, so close. But hey, thank you for the $20. I mean, I really appreciate that. And you were the first super chat of the stream. So you get points for that, Just kind of getting stuff set up here. Amber, hello. Rusty, hello. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the stream. I am here. You are here. We are all here. And we are doing, we're doing a stream. It's Transgender Day of Transgender Day of Visibility, if I can speak. Just trying to get the camera to look good. I just ran a bunch of errands, like a ton. It's my day off, or one of them. I get 2 days off a week, and this is one of them. And I just ran errands for like hours. So I just got home, and yeah, everything was great. Jackie said it's my second estrogen injection today. Still doesn't hurt too bad. Well, that's good. I've only had like 1 or 2 that actually hurt pretty bad. And by pretty bad, it's all relative, it doesn't really hurt that bad at all. But like, I've had a couple where I must have hit a blood vessel or something, and it definitely hurts more. One thing I've learned lately is that I always right, because I did my shot today actually, and I had this issue today. Whenever I'm about to do my shot, I always hesitate for a while. I just sit there and hover over the spot that I'm about to inject, for a minute, or not usually a minute, usually 30 seconds. And I just sit there and I just do deep breaths. I just try to clear my mind and I just try to focus on okay, just do the thing. Just do the thing. And I used to inject kind of slowly. I just was nervous, so I was just kind of as I go in, just kind of really, really slow with it. But I've since learned that it's actually better to go kind of as quickly as you can, because going in faster for some reason makes it less painful. I think it's just your body can't react fast enough. You just can't feel the whole thing because it's going faster, basically. And so yeah, I tried that the past couple of weeks, and it does seem like it's working. It's just really hard to be forceful about it. It's really, it makes it scarier to be okay, go, go. Do it. Let's see what chat is saying. Happy TDOV. We had ours yesterday, Australia. Oh, okay. It's raining buckets right now, thunder and lightning. My dog is on high alert. Not LOL, not. She's passed out on the couch. Oh, that's funny. My cat is actually super scared of storms. It stormed here last night for me, or this morning or whatever. No, it was last night. It was last night. I slept a long time, so I'm kind of a little out of it. I slept. I came home last night from work, and I fell asleep early, and I slept really long, but I kind of needed it. So year 5+ with tablets. I respect that, but I just personally, I would have a really hard time taking the tablets multiple times a day. I'm really bad at keeping things on a schedule like that. The once a week shot is perfect for me. Happy injection day. Thank you. I thought it was kind of cool that my injection day was on Trans Day of Visibility. Something about that just felt good. I don't know. Is it scary to give yourself injections? It seemed like it would be hard for me, but a necessity. It is scary. I have needle anxiety. So whenever I get blood drawn or whenever I get a vaccine or anything like that, I always look away. I never look. Like I never want to like see the injection happen. And that's what's scary about it for me is that you have to look. Like you can't not look. And Mr. Final Fantasy, I love that. Beautiful username. Super good job. Freddie is really needy right now, as always. Honestly, sorry, friend. Trying to scratch your chin. But yeah, it's scary. It's definitely scary. I'm on like month 4 of injections. No wait, I'm on 6 months of injections. I forgot. And yeah, it still makes me nervous. It still makes me nervous. It wouldn't let you be Mr. Sexy. Okay, yeah, I mean, YouTube terms of service or whatever is really strict. Hello, CD. Hello, Jennifer. Thank you so much. Happy TDOV for you too. Hi there, Mark. Studio. Cat. His name is Freddie. Just in case you're curious. Amber said about to set up the Terraria server, so we have 3 games up for now. Yeah, so anyone that doesn't know, we have a Discord, and we actually have one of our users is doing amazing things, and she's like setting up private servers. So we have a Zomboid server, a Project Zomboid server. We have a Minecraft server, which I don't think is active right now. What else? What other games do you have? I'm trying to remember. I think Valheim is one of them. So yeah, we're trying to do like, you know, multiple game servers and have things for the community to do together. So yeah, Emily, hello, welcome. Joshua, hello, thank you, I appreciate that. Very much appreciate that. We like today I sort of wanted to set aside the politics of everything going on and just sort of talk about like transition stuff or like whatever you guys want to talk about, you know, like this can be a little bit of like an ask me anything thing. We can just sort of like shoot the shit, you know? And yeah. Yummy. I've got the Trader Joe's raspberry lime sparkling water right now, which is super good. Super good. Yeah, I don't know what this person is typing into chat. TND, TTD, TKD. I don't know what any of that means. Might be something hateful, maybe it's not. I don't really know. Happy TDOV. Hope your day is going well. Your cat is adorable. Yes, he is so adorable. He's a precious baby. And yeah. Yeah. I joined the Discord, but I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I'm technically challenged. Nice. Nothing wrong with that. If you need help with it, you could like message someone. That is totally 2 people unsubscribed to me when I started my stream, apparently. So that means that you guys got to fight back against that, the tide of people fleeing from my channel at record speeds. I'm just kidding, but you know what I mean. You got to fight against the haters. Let me transitional day. It's like TDOV, right? Transgender Day of Visibility. Is that like a new title people are I don't know. Maybe I'm just out of the loop. I am not like the most. How old is the kitty? 3, 4-ish years. He was already a little baby boy when I got him because I got him from a shelter. Oh, he's such a good boy. Such a good boy. Are you Warrior Z? I don't know what that means. You kind of look like Warrior 1 though. What's Warrior 1? I pinned a link. That link is my link tree. The Discord is in the link tree. And Trans Day of Vengeance. That's so funny. That's so funny. Been enjoying the Discord. Thank you. All that helped to run it. Yeah, of course. I'm glad you're enjoying the Discord. You look exactly like Warrior Z. R slash Markiplier Chief Rating Officer Commander the I. What is that? Warrior Z. Let me look it up. I'm seeing some Dragon Ball stuff. What are you talking about? Can't believe Markiplier is here. Joking, yeah. Funny. What do you mean? What is this Warrior Z thing? Hello, I am trans too. Well, happy Trans Day of Visibility. 31st is Trans Day of Visibility, but having more days for us can't be a bad thing. Yeah, well, no, I just like, I thought maybe there was some sort of like rebranding thing happening. Who's Warrior Z? Can someone give me an actual? I don't see. I don't see that. These people are from Soy Jack and call themselves our Markiplier and trying to raid your stream to mess you up. TTD is a thing they say to hate on trans people. Oh, they're raiding me. Okay, it's like haters. It's like people that yeah, okay. No, you're just some random people who are you know. Yeah, I made like an explicitly trans stream. So, of course I'm going to get raided by trolls. It's like a big day for the trolls, you know? Like we have our day and then oh, Wetty. We have our big day and then of course the trolls have to spend all day on the internet commenting on random live streams and like really like there can be no more pathetic of an existence than the people who like if you go on TikTok and you like scroll through live streams like trans girls live streams or any trans person's live streams, you'll see the same accounts in all of those live streams like spamming hateful crap. And like it's like a full-time job. Like these people have nothing better to do. They're spending 40 hours a week like freaking sitting at home in their mom's basement like actually and then like typing and being super hateful. It's so funny. I remember last year when they got mad at Easter falling on the same day. Yeah, it's not our fault that Easter is like on a different day. You know what I mean? It's not our fault that Easter is always on a different day. It's hilarious. We're out here living our lives and they're in their basement spewing hate. True. They recognized me on the forum since they saw me post here. Yes, guys, I'm snitching again. I'll be here all day. I don't know what forum you're talking about. I wonder what those same people will think this year with Easter falling on 420. Is Easter 420 this year? That's super funny. The fact that they feel the need to combat you is a total sign of success. You know, that's true. If they didn't actually want to be here, that would mean that I'm washed up. Like it's a sign of my success. And honestly, I don't really care about the trolls too much unless they, you know, it really just depends on the context, obviously, but I will be totally real with you. They're just helping me. Like if you're in here and you're hate watching me and you're like commenting aggressively, you do realize you're boosting my engagement. You're making it easier for trans girlies to find my stream. Like you're actually just helping me. Like you're doing the Lord's work. So I don't know what else to tell you, but you know, I can't believe Big Calendar would do that. That's so funny. That's so funny. Oh my God, Prometheus, that is like down, like You know, one quote that I've heard really often is that like anti-trans bigots treat trans girlies how they treat cis women in private. So like they talk to me this way, and that's how they talk to like or talk about women in private, like with their like friends, with their little boyfriends, you know? It's like it's absolutely just a blatant admission of their misogyny. Like listen to this comment. Calm down or else your axe wound will leak. Like, bro, that is that is so ridiculous. Oh, Freddie's being so needy. He's so needy. Thank you for the traffic bump. Yeah, for real. Hate engagement is still engagement as far as YouTube goes. I know that's how like some of these right wingers got as far as they got. It's just because they're hateful. Let's see here. If you need me to mute or ban anyone, I'm your loyal soldier. Like the only people you need to bait or not bait, geez, the only people you need to mute or ban are the people that say like objectively like really hateful stuff. I think YouTube does a pretty good job of like getting rid of the like death threats and stuff like that. But if anyone says anything like explicitly super violent, then yeah, you can immediately ban them for that. But I mean, if they're just doing like this like really flaccid wailing in my chat, trying to be important, like they're trying to be so important, they think that they're doing something valuable, and they are actually doing something valuable. They're advocating for trans rights. They are pushing forward the movement. They are accelerating our integration into society. They are doing the Lord's work by like honestly engaging with me more than some people in my community engage with me. Mm. This sparkling water, objectively super good. I got like a busted can because I dropped it. Like the box opened up while I was bringing it inside. But raspberry lime, I have not had it in a while. So good. How's the kitty stomach thing? Better, I hope. It is actually getting better. So I swapped him to a local food that is like super high quality, and oh, there we and he's been doing better like consistently, like week over week. He's been doing better. It's really nice to see. He still has a little bit of a tummy issue, so I'm looking to think like he's on this like probiotic prolactin thing. Look at the baby boy. He's a good baby boy. But I just don't know if something else might be needed. He might need a little more. He's so needy. So needy. Aw. Bait, are we going fishing? Let's go fishing. Can we be Freddy? Fred is like objectively terrified of everything. Fred, don't chew on that. He's like he's super scared of literally everything. Like he does not want to go outside. He does not want to do anything other than get pets from a human. Like he doesn't even like other cats. He's just such a scaredy boy. Terrified of any kind of inclement weather. He doesn't like water. Like he doesn't like the rain. He doesn't like any of that. He would be like a terrible adventure cat because like I've tried to take him outside before and he like clung to me. Like he was like, "Do not put me down. Do not put me down." Um so yeah, he's a creature comfort for sure, for sure. Wow. Like some of these trolls are like actually really lazy. Like they think they like spend like hours coming up with these comments because they have nothing better to do but sit there for hours trying to think of like something that sounds funny to them but is also offensive. And it's like it's actually just like really overworked and stupid. Like you are just yeah. Um Why the trans girls always have cats as mascots? I have 2 calico cats. Because cats are amazing. Cats are objectively amazing, and so that's why we have. Oh, he's such a good boy. He is. Yes, he is. He's a sweet, sweet boy. Anyway, happy Trans Day of Visibility, everyone. I hate being stuck home with a cold, but figure taking care of myself is the best way to celebrate. Aw, I'm sorry you have a cold. I hope you recover quickly from that. That's no fun. That's no fun at all. Let's see. 10,000 starving comedians, and some people just want to be one of them, I guess. Yeah. I'm not trans. I just listen in on these from time to time as a weather vane over the regular news. Oh, okay. Well, thanks for listening. Trans women name what? Trans women give their cats the same names trans women give themselves. Elaborate. Cats are indeed amazing. Yeah, Freddy is scared of other cats, but my cat likes Freddy as long as Freddy is on that side of the live stream. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Freddy is he's just not a big fan of other cats. Like, he's okay with boy cat, but he does not like girl cat. He's had too many bad experiences with girl cats being rude to him, and it has traumatized him. I also buy them the water flower dispenser, but they don't like it. Oh, really? Um, Freddy loves it, and honestly, it's like pretty easy to clean. Um, I don't know. I've never really thought of getting a different thing. He's scared of cooties. Yeah. My cats are named after cartoon characters. Oh, that's cute. I've never really yeah, I've never really I just thought Freddy was a cute name. Like, I didn't have any inspiration to give Freddy the name Freddy. I just thought I think giving like naming a cat like Greg or Gary or uh like Fred or like Joe or something. I just think that that's hilarious and super fun. I don't know why. I just think it's really fun to give them like some generic name, some like super generic human name. It's just a good time. It's a good time. I'm not entirely sure my cat is aware they are a cat. Pretty sure he thinks he is a god. I think that's like a lot of cats, honestly. They're like, you must worship me. Worship me like the idol that I am. That's what cats think. I'm a trans girl from Mexico City. Back here, politics on trans people is a lot different from the US. Still a lot of social transphobia though. Yeah, I would be curious to know what the situation is like there. So thank you for sharing. I really appreciate that. When the weather's nice and my finances are stable as stable as they are gonna get, I'm gonna look for the scrappiest little guy they got. Aw, that's good. Yeah, get yourself a little kitty cat. Get yourself a kitty cat. They're good boys or girls. They're very sweet. And I love rescuing cats from shelters. I think it feels a lot better than like going to some store or something. Butters from South Park, common tabby cat name, and Lana from Archer. I don't watch Archer, so I don't know if I said that name right. Did you get laser or electrolysis? I needed to know uh from someone what the weight looks like if it's covered by insurance. I got laser and I'm going to get electrolysis. I've had like 8 sessions of laser, and no, it was not covered by insurance. You would have to have amazing insurance for it to get covered. Um I don't even know if they do that. Like, I don't even know if that's actually a thing. Like, I don't even know if cis women can get, like, for PCOS, if they can get laser covered. Um, but yeah, I got 8 sessions of laser. It did pretty well. It got rid of most of it, but there's still a little bit of regrowth. So like some stubborn hairs. So I'm gonna go in for electrolysis and do the rest of it. And yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Can you finance laser? Yeah, that's what I did. Um, I'll be fully transparent. Where I went for laser, it was like $2,800 for the full face, which is like you pay up front and then you get like 8 sessions, and then after that you pay like a small fee if you want like a touch up or whatever. So it's like it's not unlimited sessions, but it's like a permanent discount situation plus 8 sessions for free. I don't know how to like quantify that or whatever, but I paid on that monthly with 0% interest. That was like necessary because that's like crazy expensive, you know what I mean? Like I don't have that just sitting around. I heard you can go to other places for lower prices. I mean, I would definitely recommend doing your research, but also like be careful because you want to go someplace that's clean, someplace that's going to treat you well, someplace that's going to give you like good results. And you want to make sure that they're using like up to date equipment. Did I go to Milan? No. Um oh, Freddy. He's so cute. He's such a cute baby boy. Let's see. Depends on the state. In theory, laser and electrolysis is supposed to be covered. In Minnesota, granted, the process is wildly difficult for no reason. Yeah, I would imagine. Actually, we have like a lot of programs for trans people to access healthcare and on specific HRT and surgeries paid by the government. To be honest, a really short amount can access. Oh, you're talking about in Mexico City? That's really interesting. Thank you for sharing. I really appreciate that. I heard that you can go to other places for lower prices. Did I have off work today? You look great. Yeah, Monday is when I stream on Mondays, it's because it's my day off. Um, so yeah, it is my day off. I slept in, I ran a bunch of errands, and here I am. Let's see here. I worked out this morning. I've been on a workout routine for about a week now, trying to get back into it. Duck, thank you so much for the super chat, $10 from your cisgender asexual counterpart, he him counterpart in Chicago. Happy Transgender Day of Visibility, Leah and all. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I really appreciate that. I hope that you have a great day. Even if you're cisgender, I think that you deserve to have a great day too. But thank you so much for the super chat. I really appreciate that. Um, Medicaid will cover it in Colorado. Electrolysis. Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to switch to electrolysis next to finish off the rest of my pineal hair. The sessions couldn't seem to entirely zap the stubborn hairs around my mouth and chin area. Yeah, that's where I'm having it too. It's like upper lip and chin. It's like it got most of it, but like some of it is just not getting. Um, so I figure rather than just be stubborn and keep going to get laser and over, I'm just gonna try electrolysis. Um, Laser does not work for those with light colored skin and lighter colored hair. Same with dark skin and dark hair. Laser needs contrast. If you don't have a contrast, you need electrolysis. Yeah, like if you have like bleach blonde hair or really dark skin, electrolysis is probably going to be uh better for you. Like yeah, the contrast is important because like the more melanin you have, like the more energy you absorb from the laser, which like you want the hairs to be like a lightning rod for the heat. And so if you have like light skin and dark hair, that's like the perfect candidate for laser because then the hairs will absorb most of the energy and get burned to crisp, but your skin will not be absolutely destroyed by it. So I appreciate you spending your day off here. I look forward to it. Well, yeah, of course. Yeah, I the past couple weeks I've been streaming on Sundays because I had work on Monday. So I have today off, which is nice. I'm also taking some time off soon. like travel. I'm a fire performer, so I do like this thing called flow arts and fire performance. And I decided this year, I've been out of the circuit for a few years, partially because of COVID and partially just because of transition and other things. I just sort of stopped traveling for a while once COVID once COVID came around. But I really miss it. I miss performing, but more importantly, I just miss like seeing friends and traveling and having like camping stuff. And yeah, I miss the escape to nature, all the fun times, all the learning. And like it when you spin in isolation, it's hard to stay motivated. Like it's hard for me to pick up my rope dart and be super excited about it because like it's just not as fun in isolation. It's like way more fun when you're around other people who are feeding into your excitement and your passion. Thanks for doing this, Leah. I thought someone might be live covering this. I learned of the day from a non-binary lesbian streamer on Twitch who did a transgender Minecraft themed. Oh, okay. Well, that's cool. Well, thank you for being here. I really appreciate you, and your donation was really, really kind. Cool flow stuff is awesome. I'm glad someone here knows what flow arts is. I um I just like it's such a niche thing. Like not very many people know what flow arts is. And so it's like I feel like it's one of those things that I'm a little hesitant to talk about here because I don't have um like there's just not a lot of recognition by most people. Like most people don't know anything about it, which is fine. Totally fine. It's just like, I'm very excited for your fire dancing community. Building community around fire is fulfilling. Yeah, and especially thank you, Grace, for helping me get reconnected with the scene. I really appreciate that. That means a lot. Uh, will you take any videos of you doing flow arts? Are you more private with it? Actually, that's one of the things that I'm most sad about with transitioning is that like I had some old videos. Like I had this one video that I paid like I got like not a professional crew, but like basically a professional crew together. I paid for it. Like it was um really edited and just like really high value, high quality stuff. And I'm gonna have to like I can't use any of the old pictures or videos of me spinning from pre-transition because like obviously that's not representative of me and it's like it's embarrassing. Um so yeah, I just like I'm really excited to try to get some new videos, some new pictures. Like a lot of people in the flow community, their profile picture is like them spinning like a really epic, like, they're like got like the super high quality photo of them like doing a fire thing or whatever. And I just I don't have anything. Like I feel like I'm missing out because I don't have any cool thing. Uh, for real, it's so weird sharing all my old performance photos and videos. Like, yep, that's a beard. Yeah, no, I feel that. I feel that on a deep level. Um, I found a large fire performance troupe. It's in its ninth year now. Over 170 alumni donated thousands to youth art programs. Oh, that's so nice. Flow is awesome. I'm glad there are some people here that know some stuff about it. But yeah, and if in the future, I would actually be super into the idea of like putting out some performance art. Like I know that I mostly do news and politics, but like my hobbies, like my passions in life right now, like my autistic special interests are news and politics and fire spinning. Like flow arts means a lot to me and it's something I've been doing for almost 10 years, if not basically 10 years. And so like it's something I care about a lot. And I would love to do some like performance art and make that kind of content. I don't know how I'm gonna do that. Like I might have to do like a second channel or something. I'm not really sure how to approach that. Like I think if I just posted some random performance art on my channel, it might not go very well. Hello, Andrew. Welcome. I love flow arts. I've always wanted to learn, but too clumsy. You would think that, but like training flow art is how you get less clumsy. You know what I mean? Like I know a lot of like really nerdy anime lovers. Like that's what I was when I first started flow arts. I saw someone spinning a rope dart, and the first thing that popped into my mind was like, this is anime shit. Like this is like literally so cool. It's just super awesome. Um and I immediately wanted to do it. And I was like a nerd with basically no body awareness. I had like a little bit of body awareness. I did a little bit of movement arts. I used to do, this is so embarrassing to admit. I used to do parkour when I was younger. I know that's so cringe to admit out loud, but you know, that's just where it was. And as soon as sort of like doing that led me to cross paths with people who did fire performance arts like flow arts and stuff. And I just immediately got involved with that. Immediately got involved. So yeah, it's really wonderful. So there's no harm, like even if you feel like you're gonna suck, even if you feel like, you know, it's gonna be terrible, like give it a try, you know, like everyone has a prop that works really well for them, in my opinion. I feel like everyone will have a prop that will click with you rather quickly and something you'll really enjoy doing, and then you can just expand from there and like building up stuff like I never used to be good at catching things when they fall, but after learning how to juggle, like if something starts to fall, like I am so snappy with like you just like grab it out of the midair or whatever. It's epic, you know. You gotta put the work into it. I feel like very few flow artists start out as like these like really epic, like super coordinated people. Like that's honestly the minority. Like there are a few people that start flow arts and they're already like super, like they've been doing ballet or they've been doing something and they're super body conscious or whatever, but like most people, no. Okay, sorry, I went on about that for a while. There was a streamer on Twitch that did flow arts on stream. The camera really didn't like that much light. Yeah, you have to have a very nice camera and a very good lighting setup, and you have to like everything has to be really orchestrated to make it look really good. Otherwise, it's a struggle. Thank you, Dragon, for the happy Transgender Day of Visibility. Happy TDOV to you too. Just watched Philosophy Tube's S Star video. Wait, bad mistake on TDOV. Soda account. I'm not really sure what you are referring to. To be honest, I was a little confused by the wording there. So in reference to me putting performance art on my channel, we had a couple people say, you don't even have to draw attention to it. Just chuck it out into the void with no association to your main channel. Yeah, like probably I would probably just start a second channel and try to build an audience authentically with that. I will say, unfortunately, flow artists are not very, like there are very few flow artists that get good views on their content. I can think of a couple off the top of my head, but there are very few. It's a rare thing. So there's not like a huge market for it. The YouTube community in and of itself, like the bigger flow arts channels are still really small. You know what I mean? It's a community that has really struggled to expand into like a broader appeal. Um, and I would love that for the flow arts community. Like I wish it would grow and expand, and like I think there are new people entering the fold and like becoming a part of it and everything. It's just really um still a very niche thing. Okay, so I perform with a cane these days, otherwise I will fall down. So my friend built a fire cane, dance and overcome. Oh, that's really sweet of them. That might have sounded mean, not the intention. No, you're good, Fireheart. I understood what you mean. Add a couple clips in live chat. Uh, Bobtailed, what do you mean by that? You mean you want me to grab clips of other people doing it and like put them in chat? We could watch like a couple clips on stream if you guys want an example of like, I know a couple flow artists that are pretty awesome that have some YouTube videos that I could pull up right now, and we could just react to them. I'd have to do it with basically no audio because a lot of them have music, and I can't really show that, you know? So let me know in chat if you guys are interested in that. I'm gonna keep reading though. Is it like the poi ball dance? Yes, but I don't do poi. I do rope dart, I do dragon staff, I juggle, I do fans, I do this thing called puppy hammer, which I know has a crazy name, but yeah, there's a lot of different props, and so everyone, like, there's contact staff. I do a little bit of contact staff. There's all sorts of stuff, all sorts of stuff. The juggler reflexes are real. I once grabbed a falling kitchen knife like that without thinking. Juggling juggles. Yeah, no, for real. The reflex improvement is really nice for sure. And then there's a lot of things that are really, like, I think movement art is like really, really positive. Okay. So I'm not gonna show like whole videos because I don't want to I don't want to like content steal a bunch or whatever, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like that would be kind of rude. So I'm gonna pull up a couple videos here. Okay, I've got a couple videos just of my primary props. Maybe I can find I don't really know any fan spinners that have like really good videos online. I don't really know of any. Ooh, I want to show you guys Charlie Cushing doing puppy hammer. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so those are some good examples. Fair use, commentate, shout them out. Yeah, like, I'll make sure to not just content steal. I pulled up a couple. Leah hammers puppies. Yeah, that's what it sounds like. It's like an old weapon called oxbow. And the flow art community kind of rebranded it as a puppy hammer. So it sounds crazy, but it's just Leah, as a journalist and media professional, imagine being dead named and misgendered in credits of projects and bios and professional awards. Imagine having to abandon all that. Screen. Yeah, yeah, I can understand that that would be really stressful. Um, let me see. Even world famous flow and fire performers are barely known. True. Oh, mental health. Okay, okay. I gotcha. I gotcha. I've seen all of Philosophy 2's videos, but yeah, that's definitely a hard one to read today, or like would be a hard one to watch today. Not read, you know what I mean? Happy Trans Awareness Day. Thank you, Artificial Comfort. I appreciate you. Okay. All right. All right. We're gonna watch some stuff. Let me figure out how to do this. I don't know where my screen is at for my desktop. Okay. Hold on. I don't know how to like show these videos without showing like the sidebar on YouTube. Oh, there we go. I'm just really stupid, honestly. It's kind of annoying having an ultra wide and not knowing how to like let's see here. Okay. And then I just scroll this over until it's like in the screen. You can all see that now? Not stupid, just learning. True. I just like, okay, I don't know how to fit this without it. whatever. That's pretty much good enough, right? So this is Flow Mayhem. This is some rope dart stuff. So I do rope dart. Flow Mayhem is awesome. Again, I can't really do the video with music because I will get copyright annihilated from the internet immediately. We have like chat over here. I don't know what to do with it because I guess I could move it over here. Yeah, so this is rope dart. Flow Mayhem is incredible. Super incredible. Like Slay Queen for real. For real, for real. This is like the non-fire version of rope dart. This is like a practice dart. So like a practice dart can have like many different forms. Like you could literally just put like a tennis ball at the end of a rope. But this is like a silk dart. So it's made out of silk. Like the leash is, and the head is made from the same silk, and it's filled with like beans or whatever for weight. Do people get burned a lot? I mean, a decent amount. It's part of the risk of it, you know, like it's part of the thing. So like Flow Mayhem, as an example, Flow Mayhem is like one of the most popular internet flow artists. She's got 37,000 subscribers. It's just a very niche community. Very niche community. This is like 6 years ago too. Like I don't know if she has more reach. She probably has some more recent content, but yeah, I mean, getting burned is just like a part of it. Window capture, maybe. Do we regain our invisibility powers at midnight or sunrise tomorrow? That's funny. Hello, Evelyn. Welcome. Okay, so that's a little bit of rope dart. We'll keep watching for a minute. She's doing some. She does a lot of like really clean work. I do a different style of rope dart. Like you can see how the rope dart is like anchored to her left wrist. I don't anchor my rope dart. Well, I do, but I do like temporary anchors. So I do a thing called untethered contact dart, where like I mostly control my dart without grabbing it. Like most of the time I'm controlling it without my hands. Isn't this the stuff that people in Hawaii do a lot? There are a lot so like poi is done in Hawaii and poi is also done in America. These are like two different, it's like, you know, Hawaii definitely like the origin of poi, but culturally it has extended out beyond that, and it has, you know, in other instances it's sort of detached itself from like there's traditional Hawaiian poi spinning, and then there's just poi spinning, and those are basically two different things at this point. Like people, they perform with a fire knife in Hawaii, a club like staff with a hook. Poi is Polynesian. Oh, poi is Polynesian. I'm so sorry. I misspoke there. I'm a stupid American, so I'm like not the most cultured person ever. But like fire performance comes from a variety of different places, and the different props all come from a variety of different cultures. I don't spin poi, so I'm not super knowledgeable about poi stuff, so I apologize for misspeaking. But yeah, thank you for that, by the way, for correcting me. But yeah, so like I do dragon staff, which is based off of Tai Chi movements. Rope dart used to be a wushu weapon. There's all sorts of like I don't know how to say it, like American flow arts is like a hodgepodge culmination of a variety of influences and offshoots and dance types of dance, and like it's its own thing, but it's definitely you know, grabbing inspiration from a lot of different cultural backdrops and stuff. So just a little more. Gotta run. Happy Trans Day of Visibility. Thank you. I once went to a workshop that was on the history of racism and prop arts, historic to contemporary. Never seen a workshop like that at a Flow Fest since. That would be really interesting. So here's another Flow Arts thing. Oh, actually, she did put out a video like 4 months ago, and it's like a duet act. So let's look at a little bit of that. I want to know who the other. I think the other performer is uh Ratty Flows. I don't know who Ratty Flows. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. So this is like a duo act. Very cool. Choreographed performances are really neat. It would be really hard to do this, actually, like to time the spins and the various movements as well as they are. Um, I'm really impressed with how clean this is. For real, for real. That's really fantastic. The aesthetic is really cool too. Yeah, Flow Mayhem has like a really sick like punk grunge vibe that I really like. I think she's really cool. This flow art is turning me gay again. That's so funny. Oh my gosh. This is so awesome. Oh yeah, I read that already. Firebending before firebending. It does make you sort of like a firebender, yeah. It's basically the same thing. Okay, so that's roped art. That's like one of my primary props. And now this is shout out to Kuma Films. Kuma Films, actually, I don't know if they've done anything really recent. Let me see if they put out any recent videos. Yeah, no, they have not put out any videos recently. But they used to Kuma Films used to put out a lot of like performance art videos where they like highlighted a variety of performance arts. Really good production value. Um, Love to see it. So this guy that's featured here is David Barron. He's one of the big names in Dragon Staff, which is, you know, as I said, it's a niche community, but this is Dragon Staff. This is like one of the other primary props I do. So Dragon Staff is a form of contact staff. So like contact staff is about controlling a staff without grabbing it. And with Dragon Staff, you put spokes at the end of the dragon. So he does a little bit of double Dragon Staff in this video. But yeah, Dragon Staff, you put like spokes at the end of the staff, and it kind of slows down its movement and allows it to do more like it like rolls over your body in a very smooth way. And it's very it's super good. Flow art is as old or older than vaudeville. You know, I have to admit that even though I've been doing it for 10 years, I'm like super uninformed about the actual detailed history of flow arts. I know basics, but like I don't really know that much. And I saw this in Lilo and Stitch. Oh my gosh. You saw a version of fire performance. This is not the same thing as what you saw in Lilo and Stitch. Definitely not. That is a different cultural backdrop. And yeah. Rotating marshmallow cookers. Yeah. I have that emote in Sea of Thieves. What do you mean? Elaborate, please. So this is Dragon Staff. Dragon Staff is really cool. I love Dragon Staff. I'm actually curious. One of the things I'm most curious about getting back into flow arts is like I want to see what the Dragon Staff scene is like, because when I stopped going to festivals, I'm not trying to brag, but like there were not very many advanced Dragon Staff spinners, and in my area, in my part of the world, I was like one of the most advanced Dragon Staff spinners. Like there are some people who were able to, you know, I was able to jam with or whatever, but they were like the other advanced people, and it was a small group of people. And so I'm interested to see if maybe there are more like dragon staff is one of those props that a lot of people learn and then they never take it very far. Like they get to the intermediate level or they get stuck in the beginner level and they just sort of like specifically a lot of people learn how to chi roll, which let me see if I can find a section of this where he's chi rolling. Um so that's a chi he only did it for like a second. Chi rolling is like a really foundational move for dragon staff. There it is. That he only did it for like a second. Chi rolling is like the foundation for dragon staff and it feels really good to do. So a lot of people like learn how to chi roll and then they like get stuck doing it. Like they just never go past it because it just feels so good to chi roll. Um so he's doing a lot of some more advanced stuff here. David Barron, you know, slaying it up. Yeah. Let's see here. Rope dart, that's apparently what Scorpion uses in the Mortal Kombat franchise. Yes, that is the joke for rope dart spinners. It's the meme that has been over memed. I'm autistic and this amazes me. I have very little proprioception and this just blows my mind. Not only this, any third body manipulation. Yeah, I feel that, but like as you get more used to it, like props become like an extension. Also, Bobtail, thank you for the $20. I don't know if I specifically shouted out that was a super chat. I just got really paranoid about that. But thank you. I really appreciate your contribution to the stream. Like that means a lot to me. But yeah, like for me, rope dart is like a 14-foot extension to my reach. It's like kind of crazy. It's like part of my body. But yeah, rope dart, dragon staff, those are my primary props. If you enjoy doing this, you really should be doing it. Life is short. Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm going to start going to festivals again and I'm going to start like doing stuff. Like I'm going to start doing stuff because I really, really like doing flow arts and traveling and I haven't done it in a long time. And I feel like I need it. I need it. I feel that the extension of oneself. Yeah, for sure. Thank you, Earl Grey. I appreciate you. So this is the last prop I want to show. This is a prop that I want to learn. I'm not very good at puppy hammer, but I want to be good at puppy hammer. So here it is. This guy's name is Charlie Cushing. He is he's like one of the OGs with puppy hammer. I don't even know if you can actually see it very well because it's let me see if I can stretch the screen a little bit here. Because the camera is kind of far away. Is there like a higher quality? Yeah, we're doing this in 1080p. We're not doing this in 720 on a ultra wide monitor. Okay, so here's the stuff. So puppy hammer is like it's got two heads and a rope, and there are two basic modes for puppy hammer. So what you're seeing right now is called a captured stance, where like he has the puppy hammer wrapped around his neck and under his arms and he's spinning it like poi. That is called a captured stance. There are actually a bunch of different stances for puppy hammer, but there's like two basic fundamental stances. There's captured and escaped. So that's captured right there. You're seeing him do. I'll let it play for a little bit until he escapes. Oh, okay. There's like some cuts in it. Okay, so right now he started to escape. He's like there's like he's in his shoulder reels right now. And then here in a minute, he's gonna escape completely. Just doing reels and stuff. I don't know why I was watching that on my stream preview. Let's see here. More. Okay, he's still doing captured stuff. So It's not what I expected for something called Puppy Hammer, but definitely far less scary. That's so awesome. I can barely juggle 3 clubs. I haven't touched them in years, lost most of my props. I want to learn 3 clubs. I did a little bit of club juggling, but I never really got into it. Where did I learn how to do this stuff? So there are flow arts festivals. There are festivals that happen every year where people travel and they do workshop. Like during the day there are workshops and then there are performances at night and then there's like a fire circle where people jam and like spin together. And that's how I learned. There was like a local community in the area that I grew up like 10 years ago. I got involved with the local community and then got involved with the nationwide community. But like I live in Ohio and the tri-state area is actually like super lit. Like there are there's like some pretty big communities in Kentucky, in Ohio, in Indiana, in Michigan. Like there are really big flow art scenes in the Midwest. It's something that's actually very, very popular here in the Midwest. I learned how to juggle watching videos online. I can juggle 3 clubs. Took me 3 months to learn. In-person learning is like, I promise you, it is the way. Like if you want to actually learn this stuff, Minnesota has a huge fire community, true. If you want to learn this stuff, you need to actually like go to events and take workshops. Like I don't want to make it sound like it's out of reach. Like it's possible to learn online, but like the amount of learning that you're gonna get in person is just so much better. You live in New York. If you live in any big city, I'm sure you're going to be able to find a community. Like you might have to just like search for New York flow arts or whatever. But I mean, if you're in a big city, I would be hard pressed to believe you're not going to find a fire performance community because like that's like the perfect place for it. Like cities are where you can actually get gigs, you know? I was debating whether or not I should try out learning Bollywood dancing because I'm so shy, but I feel inspired by this. You should do it. And honestly, like a lot of flow artists also practice dance. Like it's sort of like a celebration of all movement arts. Um yeah, so let me keep playing this. I paused for a while. He's just going. I want to show you escape stuff. Like this is all captured. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Waiting for him to escape. There we go. Okay, so now he's escaped. So like the puppy hammer is fully extended. And you'll notice that there's like tension in the rope that makes it behave like a staff. Um, Puppy hammer is a really interesting prop because it uses fundamentals from both staff spinning and like poi, as well as rope dart. Like you can do rope dart techniques with it as well. And it's all like he just did a contact staff move. Like you just saw him do an angel roll into a capture. He's doing it again. Angel roll into a capture, into an escape. Like he's doing all sorts of really complex stuff. And it's all over the place. Puppy hammer is really, really awesome. It's it's a challenging prop for sure, but it's super satisfying to learn. And when I get into the flow state with a puppy hammer, it feels incredible. I can transition between staff spinning, rope dart spinning, and poi kind of seamlessly, which is just feels fantastic. As a fire director, it is easier to teach a dancer how to spin than it is to teach a fire spinner how to dance. True. Yeah, that makes sense to me. I love dancing even if I'm a if I'm a white boy with no rhythm. That's okay. You can learn rhythm. How can I be completely baffled having my German A levels with focus on physics? This looks like great talent to a fool. Well, I mean, the like this guy right here, Charlie Cushing, he is extremely talented. Like the stuff that he's doing is pretty hard. Um, but it's achievable. It like I will say that if you don't spin, watching people spin is like it makes you feel like they are anime characters. Like it's like so it's impressive. It's really impressive. So I get that. Once you get into the scene, you start to realize like what's achievable and what's accessible and what's really hard. Um, is it easier or harder to work with a hard prop or a rope? So there's sticks and ropes, there's like ropes and sticks, and those are sort of the fundamentals for like most props. And are there performances where you can go to see this? A lot of street festivals, like street fairs, will have performances by fire performance people. If you want to see a lot of performances, you have to go to like a flow arts event. Like you got to go to like a festival or something to see like really really sauced up people like doing some crazy stuff. Like you kind of got to go to a flow arts event for that. But like a lot of street fairs will hire like flow artists, or like weddings, or there's all sorts of venues. I mean, you can see them on cruises will have it sometimes. um yeah, you can kind of go around and see it in different places. But so there's sticks and ropes. A lot of people tend to say that static props, which are like a staff or fans or whatever, like those are easier to start with because they're static props. Like rope props, like if you're spinning poi or spinning rope dart or spinning puppy hammer, you need to understand tension, and you need to know how to manipulate tension. And like you need, like, there are things called planes, and your planes have to be clean for like rope props. So a lot of people say that rope props are harder, but oh, Freddy's getting hair all over me. But yeah, it just really depends on your inclination. And like I wouldn't say that any prop is like, it really depends. Some people are just really good at certain props. Like some people pick up poi and they're just amazing with it immediately, but they struggle with contact staff. So it's just like it's I don't really want to, you don't it's not fair to ascribe like a rule to it. I'm gonna stop talking about flow arts now because I feel like people are like confused probably as to why I'm talking about it. And it's Trans Day of Visibility. So, I mean, I'm being visible, but just talking about flow arts stuff. I'm really excited to go to events. Like I'm gonna go to an event in about a week and a half. So I'm just very excited about it. I can't stop thinking about it. So I'm sort of in like a hyperfixation state where I'm like, Fred, dude, I thoroughly enjoyed that. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it. Um, you loved it. Well, I'm glad you liked it. And I appreciate everyone who stuck around and listened to me rant about something I enjoy for a while. Freddie's just being so like he's up my butt right now. Like I love him, but he was up my butt. Well, I most certainly enjoyed the detour. That could very well be my next hyper focus. Yeah, I mean, like if someone got into flow arts because of me, that would be pretty rad. Like if you want to see me in real life, this is like want to I do not want someone to get involved with flow arts to meet me. But if you did get into flow arts, I'm gonna start going to a lot of events. Like there, you could meet me. Because it's like one of the very few. Like I don't really do anime conventions. I don't really do music festivals. I don't really do a lot of those events. Like, but I do flow arts events. Like I go to flow festivals. Um, it was interesting. Well, thank you. It was nice hearing you rant about flow arts. Thank you. Go to Burning Man. I don't know. Burning Man is like really expensive, and I'm gonna be so for real with you right now. Burn culture as opposed to flow arts culture makes me nervous. Like I've heard some stories from people from Burning Man, and it just sounds a little too chaotic for my tastes. If it, I don't know how else to say it. I don't want to sound like judgmental or anything, because I'm not being judgmental. Like if you love burns, then like I support you going to your burns and doing that thing. Like that's totally valid. I just like flow arts is very structured, like the schedule and the rules. And I just don't know if I would appreciate going to like a Burning Man or like a burn. Um, that would be a few $1,000 I desperately need for healthcare. I don't know what you're specifically referring to, like going to events or something. I mean, like, I'm saying that like I'm not trying to convince someone to go to an event because of me. I specifically am saying that. So don't let that be the takeaway. I'm just saying that like the very few in-person events that I go to are all flow arts related. So, but yeah, no worries. Like it is expensive. Like traveling is expensive, camping, it's all expensive. So I get it. Maybe I'd like flow art stuff then because I enjoy anime events because of the structure. I mean, yeah, it's very similar to that, but focused on something completely different. I will say, flow arts festivals are all camping. Like, if you go to a flow fest, it's camping. It's not a hotel thing. It's not anything like that. Like, you have to be okay with camping and with being out in nature. But for me, that's part of the appeal. Like, I love camping. I love being out in nature. And like honestly, going to flow festivals is like an escape for me. Like I get to like you get to unplug, you get to just put society aside for a minute and just like really get into the atmosphere. And being around nature is wonderful. A lot of flow festivals are at really beautiful venues. Sparkling water is so good. Going to events, I would love to, but my own health is far above meeting you by far, despite how much I do. No. Soda account. I would be upset if someone went to an event literally and spent thousands of dollars to meet me. I would be embarrassed and disappointed. I do not want someone, I am not encouraging anyone to go to an event and spend thousands of dollars just to meet me. I am not worth meeting. Like I am not worth that much to meet. You know what I mean? Like I do not have like an ego thing going on where I'm like, "Oh yeah, you guys should all come try to." No. No, to be honest, it actually really scares me to think that someone's going to recognize me in public. Like I get scared about that. Like it kind of freaks me out a little bit because like I don't know how to react to that kind of situation. You know what I mean? Like if someone came up to me and they were like, "Oh my god, Leah, I watch your YouTube channel and stuff." I would just be I mean, I'd be super grateful, but I would be like a little it's like that meme like she was too stunned to speak. Like that kind of thing. Like I would just feel very uh like awkward. Like I don't know how to react to that kind of thing. I really need to figure out a way to adapt a camping setup. I miss it. I haven't done it since I started using a wheelchair. Well, I hope that you figure it out. I know that there are some people that go to events that are, like that use wheelchairs and stuff. So, I think it's possible. It's just probably more challenging. Have you ever had anyone recognize you in public? No, no, not at all. I mean, if someone recognized me in public, they didn't say anything, but I don't have that many subscribers, guys. Like I'm not doing I'm not that famous for real. Bobtail Trucker, thank you for the $10. Now, if you have a reference, if it will do well by that section of live. Oh, do you mean like if my audience would like it? I don't know. I think it's a very different thing for me to like talk about something I'm passionate about on stream versus me posting a video about it. Um I think those are pretty different things. I'm not sure that it would get engagement if I made like a video about flow art. But maybe if I did like a second channel, you know what I mean? Like a lot of content creators have like second channels. I understand that. I'd like to if I was a millionaire. No, I appreciate it, Soda account. And I appreciate you. So thank you for being here. Lots of people don't know how to behave. Yeah, I mean, there's that aspect of things. Like, I do worry about people being parasocial. But it's just it's one of those things. Hey there, Steph. Welcome. If I ever recognize you in public, it would be some sort of miracle. I have face blindness, apparently. Just recently learned there was a word for my weird thing. Oh, okay. Well, thank you for sharing. Feel better soon, Kitty. Who is not feeling good? I'm confused. Okay, but I caught up on chat. Oh, Mr. Sexy asked, do you have to poop outside or do they got potties? They got porta potties. So it's like it's camping, but I mean you've got porta potties and like some venues have cabins or whatever for like instructors and stuff, but it's camping, like you got to be cool with camping. Um I Like I said, I personally love camping. Freddie got so much hair on me. It's actually crazy. Like I am completely covered in cat hair. I'm probably gonna go get a lint roller. But also, I need to flip my laundry. Like I started my laundry before stream and I need to flip it. So I'm gonna go do that real quick. As far as I'm aware, I think stream died a little bit when I started talking about flow arts. Let me see. Yeah, it looks like stream died a little bit when I started talking about flow art, which is totally fine. But no, I'm officially a lint bunny. True. A good way to get into festival scenes, volunteer. If you volunteer and you go and do good work, people will want you to keep coming back. Before you know it, it becomes your job. Yeah, volunteering is a super good way to get into the, like, if you, especially if you're struggling with money, sometimes if you volunteer enough, you can get your ticket comp, that kind of thing. So like it helps with access to the community if money is an issue. And yeah, it'll people will want you around. I think the trolls left during it, to be fair. Oh, that's true, actually. That's very true. The trolls did vacate the premise. Never noticed the stream notification. It's okay. Welcome, Barnaby. Hello from Oswego. I've never heard of that before. The trolls saw a trans person just existing and being happy, so they left. Note trans content to aggro at. True. I scared them away with fire. Yeah, I scared them away with my epic skills. My super epic talented talent and skills intimidated them. I was too much of a boss bitch. So it forced them out of the stream. I'm happy I found this. It's really pretty cool. Well, thank you. Thank you for being here. I appreciate all the engagement so far. I'm gonna flip my laundry like super fast. Like I'm gonna try to do it very quickly, and I'm also gonna grab a lint roller. But I will be right back. So chat, behave yourselves, please. I know you will, but my fire hobby was too lit. It burned the trolls. Yeah, we the divine fire of passion and self-love burned out their retinas, and now they are sitting stunned, unable to type or speak or process anything other than the revelation that they are miserable and actively fight against joy on a daily basis. Okay, I will be right back. Also, I'm wearing camping boots because I bought them today. I got them on clearance for $20. I'm like trying to break them in. So that's why I'm wearing camping boots. Just saying. Okay, I'll be right back. Hello, chat. I'm back. I Freddie, you a stinky poop. That is so stinky. So stinky. Oops. Let me get rid of the BRB. There we go. Oh, let's see what chat is on about. Uh. Okay. Nice price. Pay for the boots. Yeah, no, like they were doing really awesome deals at this place I was going to. I was looking for camping supplies because I haven't been camping in a long time. So I actually don't have a lot of my supplies. I never used to, like, when I part of the reason I stopped going to flow festivals, I know here I am talking about flow festivals again. The reason I stopped going was I wanted to work, like, this was pre-transition. So like I wanted to work on home life. Just being poor all the time, constantly having to live month to month, paycheck to paycheck, you know. It was just really stressful. And I wanted to focus on my home life to try to make it easier in that regard. And I didn't find a lint roller, but I got tape. So excuse me while I lint roll myself with tape because there's just so much fur all over me. It's kind of crazy. My Freddy must be shedding his winter coat. Who else wants a Freddy plushie if one was ever offered? Oh, that would be cute. I would love to do a Freddy plushie. He's honestly more of a star than I am on this channel. But yeah, so I was looking for camping gear because all the camping supplies that I used to buy was really cheap. Like I would buy a really cheap tent and then it would fall apart within like 1 or 2 events and I'd have to buy another one. And I got sick of that. I got sick of buying cheap shit that I have to replace constantly. And so now I'm looking into gear that will last me many years. So I was out hunting for deals and I got these boots. They're pretty good boots. And for $20, like I'm not even too worried about whether they're the best. But they were on clearance, so that's why they were $20, not because they're cheap. They're like decently expensive boots. Let's see here. Apartment be stylin'. Very 70s. Oh, thank you. Shork, yes. After the show, check out Transgender Journey by Groovia. I've never heard of that. I'll have to look that up. Oh, you know what's really funny is that that's not even a. Are you talking about this thing over here, underneath the cat stuff? It's not a rug. It's actually just it's a towel. Because Freddy's messy. He's a messy eater. So I put down a towel. Welcome back. Thank you. You were born in 2002. Shush. Do not be quiet. Hush, youngin. People born after the 2000s, I refuse to believe that that's real. Like, I refuse to believe that you exist because I just, I like it doesn't make sense. It just doesn't, like, I don't know how to process that. Tape tip works better rolled back, sticky side up on the roll. You mean like you invisibled you? You mean like this? You were born in 2026. Okay. Yeah, you're funny. You're funny. Your dad was born in 1924. That's pretty wild, honestly. Um, Geez, there's a lot of cat hair. Like, I don't think I'm gonna get all this. I don't think I'm gonna get all of it at all. My kids were born in 1989 and 1991, so I'm pretty sure I could be your mom. Um, I was born in 1993, so maybe. But the the gap in generations in my family are rather large. Like, my mom is like 65 or whatever. So she's not like in her 50s or 40s as a lot of people my age, their parents are, 50s or whatever. But yeah, my mom is 65. I have a grandpa who's like 94 years old or whatever. I transitioned in 92 at age 38. Well, congratulations to that, by the way. That's a long life lived as yourself. That's awesome. And thank you for sharing. I don't know what you mean by roll the tape. You mean like stick it. Hold on. I'm a wee one. I'm not that young. Like, I know I'm still young in general, but like, you know, 31 ain't fresh off the boat kind of thing. Okay, I'm gonna give up trying to get this lint off of my, or not lint, cat hair off of me. I'll work on it after the stream when I can stare at it. And but yeah, I am your mom had you at 19, so she's 42. Wow. Tear the tape off, roll it in a loop, and then across your hand, sticky side out. Oh, I see. I see. Okay. I'll do that after stream though. 31, it's over. Honestly, it was over for me a year ago. Might as well resign myself to the nursing home at this point. Way past my prime. Whoa now. Whoa now. Don't no. 31. I'm still very young. I refuse to hear this I was watching an Icky video the other day or last week or something recently. I don't remember when. And she said like, I'm 20. I don't know, what is she, like 26 or something? And she made like an old joke about her. And it's like, girl, if 26 is old, then what am I? What am I, huh? Am I a grandma? Like, it's unfair. I really don't like that at all. Spawning of 73 here, but I only transitioned last year. Well, I'm proud of you anyway for finding yourself. Humans have a prime. I thought we worked like fine wine. A lot of trans people age like fine wine. For real, for real, for real. For real, for real, for real. Thank you, Livy. Yes, like the stream. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. We have in the pinned comment is my link tree, so you can click that and you can follow through to my Discord or whatever other socials you want to follow me on. I really am only active on YouTube. I've been thinking about it. I might try to start posting on a single social media platform or maybe two. Just like I was posting on Blue Sky, Instagram, Threads, all that stuff every day. And it was overwhelming. So I might just focus on like Blue Sky and maybe one other. And I might just use that as like a primary social media thing. Swinging by to wish everyone happy Trans Visibility Day. Thank you. I appreciate you. Hope you have a great one as well. I'm 25 and I feel like I have wasted so much time and I'm only just now getting my life started. I mean, that's how I felt at 29, you know? Like, I started transitioning at 29. It very much felt like I didn't, my life wasn't a complete waste. Like, I did things I enjoyed and stuff. So I try not to look at it too much like that, but It definitely feels like when you start transitioning, you're like, wow, life is genuinely just now really starting for me or whatever. And that's how I feel. That's how I feel. I'm gonna be 28 this year, and I'm not okay with that. Hey, you're still in your 20s. Enjoy it while you have it. Enjoy it while you have it. At a trans punk memorial, I was thanked by multiple people for being there. It's good to see our elders supporting us. Yo, being 36 in the trans community is a trip when everyone else is in their 20s. I mean, there are a lot of people. There's a lot of trans elders. Like they exist. So I think that's a little if people are genuinely thinking that a 36-year-old trans person is old, then they need to uh spend some more time with the community at large. Like I try my best to listen to our trans elders and their stories and learn from what they've experienced and what our history holds and everything. And so I feel like it's a little short-sighted to be like, "Oh, you're 32, you're a trans elder." Like that's not how that works. Like I don't think that really counts or whatever. I came out socially in 2016 and finally started HRT just in 2022. Well, I appreciate you. I started HRT in 24. 2024. No, wait. Right? No. Wait. Was it the end of 2023 or was it 2024? I think it was the end of 2023. I'm actually like really confused about time right now for some reason. Um I've been transitioning for like a year and a half. In September it'll be 2 years. So yeah, 2023. I don't know why I got so confused right there. 36 is nowhere near old. True. 44? I would say that that's not even old, you know. Like 44 is not old. My trans friend who is in their 60s calls me an elder because I've been out longer than her. That's funny. That's a little bit of funny humor there. Um 24. Damn girl, you give me hope. What? Did you I'm 31 years old. I'm saying I started transitioning in 2023, not when I was 24. I think maybe that got a little confused. I lost my sense of time after 2020. It's all a blur now. Yeah, it's like honestly, you're 24. Oh, okay. Well, I was wrong about that. It was 2023. It was September of 2023 because September 2024 was my 1 year. So yeah, no, my bad. I just was wrong. I'm not very good at time. When I think of trans elder, I don't think of the age of the person. I think of someone who's been transitioning for like 20 years. Yeah, I feel like that's more important than, but I don't know also because it's complicated. I just turned 35 and started HRT. If 32 is old, I'm cooked. I didn't say 32 is old. Did someone say 32 is old? Who said 32 is old? Who said that? I'll fight you. I'll beat you up. I don't think I'm old. Did I say that? I didn't say that. Did I? 68 years young at the end of this month. Still proud. Or I'm proud to still make 30 years. 30-year-olds jealous. Oh, yeah. Well, that's awesome. Good for you. Dude, these mathematicians are killing the vibe. Stop posting these big numbers. They make my head hurt. It's complicated. A sad truth as to why we have few elders, though, is that a lot did not make it for being their self or the HIV crisis. A lot of people kept deep in the closet. Yeah, no, that's true. That's true. But there are still like, I don't want to say there's like there like a lot of trans people in history did not make it. That is very true. But I there are still a lot of trans elders. You know what I mean? It's cool to be able to meet all of you, all of us in different stages of our trans journey, all of us on this ride together. I agree. I agree. It's really nice to find a community and people having shared experiences and people from all different time frames or points in their life getting together and building community. Anyone else just get an ad? Oh, I don't know. I have it set to like conservative, so it's like that's kind of funny. Not like conservative ads, but like less ads basically. I just thought about that though. Like what if it was just like secretly a setting that shows only conservative ads, which is funny because people tell me that they get transphobic ads and stuff like during my streams or whatever. Um, if you're alive, you're young according to the scale of the universe. That's a cute way to look at it. Let's agree that none of us are old, neither are we teenies. We are just humans. Yeah, for sure. Uh, I like nice people. That's why I'm here. Aw, thank you. I like you being here. One love. You're awesome. You're great. You're a great chatter. I appreciate your support. I honestly believe that if I knew what trans was in '86 and acted then, I'd not be here now. My time, my right time happened at the right time and no regrets. That's a very healthy way to look at it. I think that a lot of people in the trans community are very racked with regret and have a lot of FOMO. And I'm gonna be totally honest with you. Like I think that that's a hurdle that we all need to conquer individually. Like I don't think that it's healthy to go your whole life after finding out you're trans, living with like a deep seated feeling of like having missed out or not having like your best life. Like you are living your best life if you're out and you know what I mean? Like you got to realize that the time that you got to appreciate the time that you get to live as your authentic self, and spending that time you're living as your authentic self like being racked with negative feelings about missing out. It's just not, you're pulling yourself away from the beautiful present moment and you're focusing on a what if that is literally exists only to make you feel bad. Like you gotta realize that like you need to just live in the present moment as yourself and be happy that you're here, because a lot of people don't get to that point, and that it's, you know, try to find the gratitude in the situation. I think that that's more important than being super obsessed with like the FOMO and feeling regret. And it's a challenging topic. I'm not trying to say it's easy or that like, you know, you should just get over it or whatever. Like that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that like, you know, it takes some hard work, but finding that sense of peace and joy with your journey and acceptance, I think is a vital part of the experience of being trans. And it's very, very clear to me when people have not done that work, you know? It is a pain you cannot heal from, as it is an experience that never happened. Avoid, do not feed it. Seek the joy around us, not the promise of a future joy or of a missing past. Exactly, exactly. Find the gratitude and the joy in your current life. Try not to focus on some hypothetical, because you're right, it is like a void. It's like an angry, empty, black hole of emotion, and it'll suck you in and you'll never come back out from it. So like you wanna be very careful about how you engage with those kinds of feelings. And that's why honestly, like I recommend everyone, you know, look for some form of counseling, some form of therapy, some form of um self work that you can do to be on a good path in your transition. Like I'm a very firm believer that transition is not just a physical journey. Like it's not just the journey of HRT and passing and all that stuff. Like, you know, like people tend to focus on the materialistic, like aesthetic aspects of it very heavily. But like transitioning is like a soul journey. Like it's a spiritual journey. It's a moment of reconciliation with yourself and a moment of like uh assimilating the dream of who you want to be with your actual self. And I think that it's important for people to focus on the actual work that you have to do on yourself during the journey. Like I see some trans people where like I'm not, I definitely don't want to feel like I'm calling anyone out, but I've seen some people like on Reddit and stuff where it's very clear that they just expected HRT to like fix the problem, like solve all of their like they thought HRT was going to eradicate their dysphoria and make you accept yourself and make you love yourself. And like that's just not true. Like HRT is vitally important in that process, but it's more than just a physical chemical process. Like learning to love yourself and learning to combat dysphoria is a mental spiritual battle. Like it's something that you have to spend a lot of time and energy and effort, introspection. Like I think journaling is important. I think finding someone to talk to is important because it's an adjustment period. And if you're not doing any of that work, then you're selling yourself short, or you are giving yourself, you're not doing something that would be extremely important to your journey. Happy Transgender Day of Visibility. Thank you, Jamila. I appreciate you so much. Thank you for being here. And yes, happy Transgender Day of Visibility. I am so happy to be here. Thankful that everyone here is engaging and that we're chatting. I really like the engagement in chat and everyone being here. It really means a lot. So I appreciate you all. I feel a lot of FOMO with the fact that I haven't had a boyfriend before and that I spent my whole childhood closeted, didn't get to enjoy those golden years when I was much younger. I get that. Um but and that's a real feeling, and I'm not trying to say that that's not real or anything, but I do think that it's important to try to look at that and realize like consequentially, like what is the point of focusing on that? Not It's not really like, try to find the perspective that like you had a different experience than other people. I don't know how you, Livy, I don't know how you identify, if you're non-binary or binary or anything. But if you're a trans girly, you had a different experience than other women growing up, but that does not make you less of a woman or anything like that. And if anything, it gives you like a really unique perspective on life. And I know that that's not like a silver bullet, like that's just not going to make you feel better immediately. But like it's something that you can stew on and something that you can be like, like, no, I did not have this hypothetical thing that I wish I had, but I did have an experience. Like, you've had a life so far. And I know, right? I just lament the fact that I went all of high school closeted. Your MB also. Okay. Well, yeah, no, I mean, I get it. I get it. I mean, I was repressed for a really long time. I do have some negative feelings about that, but I just do think that it's important to arrive at a sense of peace, because all of the despair over FOMO is just going to pull you away from the present moment. And right now, you are living as yourself, and I think that that's important. Um, Basically, it just used to feel easier to find people to be with pre-COVID. I get it. I get it. And I wish you luck with that. True, before I went on HRT, I realized it was important to still love myself, because what do you say to those who have medical reasons that they can't go on HRT? Yeah, no, that's so true. That's so true. There are some people who like can't do HRT for medical reasons, and they still deserve to find self-love and self-acceptance too. So, for sure. If you publish the book, I'd love to read it, Larry. I'm sure you have some interesting experiences to share. Oh, yeah? I wrote the book for my journal notes. Oh, you wrote a book? That's awesome. I wrote a book that emphasized the year before HRT, the gradual step-by-step changes, the evolution. That's a really under discussed time frame. I think that that would be an extremely valuable thing to do. One, self-acceptance. Two, the decisions. Three, being responsible. Some don't get past one or two, weighing the consequences. Three, being responsible for your decision. The HRT, magic thought going around in places like, wait, what? The HRT equals magic thought going around in places like that is a bit problematic. I'm a little unsure of what you meant by that. CMD block. I don't know what you mean. You might have to rephrase that in a way. Therapy is so necessary. I started getting therapy right after my egg cracked, and I don't think I would be where I am now with if I hadn't chose to pursue therapy. I agree. I think therapy or counseling, it's all very important. You should find someone you can talk to. You need a support network, and you should have a professional that you can talk to. I do lament not having a twink phase when I was younger, but I skipped straight to woman, no surgery. I dated a guy for 5 years, 100% recommend. I still get hit on at work frequently. Well, I'm happy that you've had a lot of time to live it yourself. The book is not out yet. It's called The Gods of Yesteryear. That's a cool book title. I wish you luck with it. I mean, if you release it, let me know. I will, give it a listen or whatever. Giga-based regret sucks. Love yourself regardless of your path. Exactly. Yes, for sure. Thank you, Elizabeth. I wish everyone who wants companionship, luck, and self-love in the meantime to the help with the negative stuff, for sure. I drink a case and a half of club soda per week. I'm a little unsure of what that was in reference to. I'm 10 months on E and I still feel like it hasn't done enough. And I know it's helping me learn how to fight my eating disorders and combat self-doubt. Yeah, like, um, Zoestar, it's gonna take that's why I think that like there are a lot of trans people that I see on like Reddit that are like deeply unsatisfied with their transition, even though they're having like legitimately good results. And I think a lot of that has to come from like them not seeking like therapy or something like that. It's a journey. Like it's not easy to transition. It's very difficult. It's like it's a mental hurdle, it's a spiritual moment, it's a physical, it's everything is aligning in different ways. And you really have to take care of yourself and take stock of what's going on and have a support network and have someone you can talk to, and like all of that stuff is very important. With 13,000 subscribers, kind of famous, no? Are you watching like an old, I think Leah might be watching like an older section of stream. Did I hit 13,000 subscribers while live? Did that happen? Let me check. No, you're just rounding up. You're just rounding up. You got me a little excited. I'm just kidding. It's whatever. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter. Um, CMD block was referring to when you were talking about some good people or some people on Reddit expecting too much out of HRT. Oh, okay. Let me reread the chat in reference to that. The HRT equals magic thought going around in places is a bit problematic. Oh, okay. I see what you mean. Yes, yeah. Yeah, a lot of people tend to think that HRT is like a magic bullet or a magic pill that's going to solve all of your problems. And I do think that is problematic. I do think that that's not a healthy way to view things. Cuz like one thing that I think is really frustrating is when a lot of people say I think Leah's watching an older part of stream and her chats are popping up. That she's talking about flow art stuff now. So that's kind of funny. Eventually she'll get to this part of the stream where I realize that she's watching the older stuff, but by that point she'll be caught up. So um uh I actually don't remember. Yeah. So I think it's important for people to for people to talk about HRT as a very realistic, like it's like a gateway towards the potential for change. Um, but oh, Freddie, how did, why did you just have an accident? You haven't had an accident in like 3 days. He had a very small accident, but now I'm gonna have to like wash this dang blanket. Ew. I'm like stuck on my Freddie. Freddie. Why is your butt? Oh, it smells terrible. Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm trying not to like gag right now. Jeez. Oh my god. I need to open. Oh. Oh, that smells so bad. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry. I'm trying not to like. uh, okay. We couldn't smell it. She totally could have pulled that one off. Yeah, I could have acted like it didn't happen, but that was too like too real. Let me see what people are saying. Hormones are not the magic. Trans bodies and lives are the magic. Yes, I agree with that for sure. HRT helps relieve some stresses, but putting work in and overall time helps progression on your journey. Yeah, yeah, for sure. Like it's like HRT will unlock the possibility of you loving yourself for some people. For some people, they don't, they don't have access to HRT, and they have to find a way to love themselves regardless. But like HRT is not going to, it's not the love yourself drug. Like it's not going to do that for you. Like you have to go on a journey for that. Um he felt that if he had to have an accident, you were already doing laundry. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Like see, that's what I'm saying is like his stomach is getting a lot better, but he doesn't, I don't know, he doesn't like, he still has accidents every like couple days, and they're small. They're like a lot smaller. Like he used to have like pretty big accidents. Now they're like tiny. But I just don't know. I don't know what's like. I don't know. I'm gonna have to, keep trying stuff. I think he might have IBS. Um, I think that might be what it is, because it really did. It kind of came out of nowhere. Like he always had like a stinky poops, and like he always had issues with like, I don't know. I don't want to talk about this without being too gross. Like I don't want to be too gross. Like the consistency of his tummy, of his bowel movements were never very great. Um yeah. So I don't know. It might be something like that. The new food is definitely helping a lot, but um it's not like a silver bullet. Freddie, you're gonna be a good boy, right? You're not gonna have another accident? Okay. I'm a little nervous now. Um I like HRT changes, but I still think gayness is a big part of my identity that's hard to let go. I'd say I'm toric, but I guess I just like saying gay more. Oh, okay. Uh, Fred, Fred, I don't trust your butt right now. You're not getting snuggles from me right now. Or I'll pee on your blanket. No, it wasn't pee. It was poop. He has poop issues. He doesn't have like bladder issues. Like he never has issues peeing in the litter box. it's a bowel like poopy movement. Um, I missed some chat, but uh, transitioning. Okay, yeah, I read up on chat. I'm trying to just I'm gonna leave some of that back there. Stay up with current chat. We need NB only dating apps for real. That's not a bad idea. I don't know how popular those would actually be. You know, like I'm not sure how big the pool of people would be, but not that that really should matter. Talking at length about your kid shits is a very important part of being a parent. Yeah, that's super true. That's super true. I just feel really bad for him because, I mean, at least he's feeling a lot better than he used to be feeling. Like he can go days without having an accident, which is really positive because he was having like multiple accidents a day. But it's just something that is a bit of a struggle right now. Yeah. Sweaty, why is your tummy going crazy? What's wrong? Um, I'm gonna take him to a vet soon, but I've already taken him to a vet like 4 times since he started having tummy issues, and they've been extremely unhelpful. The vets are just like, yeah, I don't know, something's wrong. You know, clearly something's wrong, and then they're just like very not helpful. It's like, okay, well, I don't need to spend $400 to know that something's wrong because I can quite very easily tell that something is wrong. Have I tried rice? Actually, the food that he's on is chicken and rice. That is he's on like a local organic high quality food that I get at a local store, and it's like chicken and rice. It's very high quality food. And it seems to be helping. I mean, like he's seriously like he was having a lot more issues before starting the food. But it's not solving the issue completely. Like there's something else that I need to do. And I'm sort of wondering, so like I had Freddie was on fecal transplant pills for a while, and they were very expensive and they weren't really working. But I kind of wonder if, um, like, I kind of wonder if maybe the fecal transplant pills they might not have been working because his tummy was so upset that like um he wasn't like retaining it or whatever. He was just kind of I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. It's complicated. It's hard to figure out what the heck is even going on. HRT is a lifesaver. Surgery is more for affirmation and getting body and mind in alignment, but HRT goes to the mind. The physical changes are very welcome, but the mental state is important. I agree that that HRT can be a lifesaver because it was for me. But it also like HRT at first made my dysphoria worse because like it removed the mental pain, but I was still very unhappy with my physical state of existence. I don't know. It's complicated, you know? It's complicated. Very complicated. Having access to all these various LGBTQIA terms, concepts, and definitely helped so much in retrospect. I wish I had known of the split attraction model as an asexual person. Yeah, I think the modern understanding is really important and super helpful. Fred, I you want to cuddle right now, but I don't want to cuddle with your poopy butt right now. I'm sorry, but you're gonna have to enjoy some sitting by yourself. Raw food tends to help most animals without having all the unknown fillers and brand foods from big box stores. Yeah, raw food is really great. What I'm feeding him is essentially as good as you can get without going on a raw diet. Like what I'm feeding him is essentially raw diet food that has been cooked at a low temperature. Um, and so it's like a dry food, but it's just, you know, pretty much the only thing I could do to improve his diet is put him on a raw diet. But I kind of can't do that. Maybe kitty depends would be an okay solution. I don't know. I don't know if cat diapers are even a thing, but if they are, I don't even know if that's like good because like it would just be trapping in the like I would imagine that that would make an awful mess and I don't think that that would like that would be harder to clean than like putting a blanket over everything and throwing it in the washer. Um my cat with IBS only wants to eat shitty food. Oh no, Freddie loves his high quality food. He loves it. He definitely loves it. Um I would have to change him with every bowel movement. Yeah, but like he has fur and they're very wet. So like I don't think that that's a great idea. Cat diapers are for sure a thing. Kitty probiotics. He is actually already on a probiotic. Um I put it on his food every day. Well, every time he eats. So it's definitely not that. Um he's on one. I don't know. I'm gonna have to just mess around. Like I might try to get the fecal transplant pills. Like now that he's doing better, I wonder if maybe the fecal transplant pills will work better now that he is less agitated. Like it's clear to me that switching his food helped. And I think it helped because his previous food was irritating his stomach and irritating his intestine, and now he's less irritated. Like he's very clearly less bloated. He's having less accidents. They're smaller accidents. So I think that that has helped. And I kind of wonder if maybe the fecal transplant pills were not working because he was so irritated and he was having like so many issues internally that like um there was too much inflammation and stuff happening in there for the fecal transplant pills to do their work. Like they were just getting pooped out before they did anything, basically. But I think maybe they would work now. Maybe they would work. I'm not really sure. I might try them again. They're just really expensive. Like fecal transplant pills for the cats, they're really expensive. It's possible to do it because some cats and dogs with spinal cord injuries are incontinent and need them to live. Um, I get that. I just like I said earlier, like I put blankets over everything. I feel like that's easier to clean than a diaper would be. I wish that there were insurance for animals. Some vets offer that, but just if it gets bad in the meantime. I mean, my life partner is cis, but I definitely would have been together. Wait, what was that reference to? Dating sucked even dating sucked enough as a cis guy back in 2010s. Seems like a total dumpster fire now. Um yeah, I'm not sure. Some skeletal issues can cause stomach issues with a misalignment of the spine. Yeah. I don't know if that I don't know. I don't know. We don't have to keep talking about it. It's something I can think about on my own time. I don't need to bore you guys with the intricacies of Freddy's poop explosion. You know, like his bowel movements are my battle to fight. So yes, like the stream. I guess we're almost at 100 likes. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. I try not to look at like while I'm streaming, I try not to look at the viewer count. I try not to look at the number of likes or anything like that because I feel like it's stressful and I feel like it actually makes the stream worse when I'm concerned about like, oh, I said something and now people are leaving or whatever. It's just like I don't want to worry about that. I don't want to worry about that. Just bring it up with the next time at the vet along with other questions. I've brought it up to every single vet visit I've been to in the past. Like I've taken him to the vet like 4 times since this started, and they have given me almost no useful information. I love watching you stream, Leah. It feels like chatting with a friend, very chill. Well, I appreciate that. That's the kind of the vibe I go for. Like I'm engaging with chat and um yeah, chat engages back and it's very nice and I appreciate everyone so much. That stretch felt so good. Everyone should like if you're like sitting or whatever and you have the opportunity to stretch, you should stretch. Stretching is great. Uh I I'm going to do a little stretch real quick. I'm going to get up. You're super cool and that's why I pop in. Thank you. Oh, my hips just realigned. I don't know if you guys heard that. If you just heard some pops, those were my hips. My hips tend to deviate pretty frequently. You heard it? Oh gosh. Here, I'm gonna raise my desk. Okay. Oh gosh. Oh, it feels so nice to stand up. Sitting down for 2 hours is just like a lot. It's nice to stand up. Just like going to a human doctor minus the ability to communicate in a common language. Uh my legs always hurt after doing my IM T shot. Is there any stretches I can do? If your leg is actually hurting after you do your T shot, you might want to consider some relaxation exercises. Like what I understand about that is that you are probably tensing up as you do your shot, and being tense, like your muscle being tense while you do the shot, is what makes it hurt more. And not always, but generally speaking, that's what makes it hurt more, and what gives you bruising and stuff like that. So what I recommend doing is just trying to be hyper aware of the body part you're about to inject into. So like I inject into my thighs, into my legs, and so I hyper focus on my legs, and I like do as much relaxation as I can. Like I really try to focus on making sure that my leg is like completely limp, like no tension at all. And that is really helpful. I never get sore after my shot. I never get bruising. I never feel any of that negative stuff because I really focus on that. Um, as much as I hope this channel grows to reach more people, I really would miss the close community we have in chat at the channel's current size. I feel like I would hope that like even as we grow, I hope that we retain this sort of the vibe, you know? Like if I ever reached the point where I had like a ton of subscribers and there were like lots of people in the stream, I would very much like think that like I don't know, I don't want people like in here just spamming. I don't want people in here just like, you know what I mean? Like I love the conversational sort of tone that we have here, and I would not want to have that go away. Like that's part of the reason why I enjoy streaming. So I would discourage like the chat spamming and stuff that normally makes large channels unapproachable. But I appreciate the sentiment. I really like these kinds of streams and these chats. Kind of felt like a virtual ride while the desk was moving. That's so funny. Do I do intramuscular? Yeah, I do intramuscular. Yes. Once a week, intramuscular, and I do it in the thigh. My shot day was today. I meant the vet, useless, plus the added challenge that most cats don't speak English. Oh, yeah. Yeah. So true. Like vets really do have a difficult job. But I'll be honest, there are a lot of vets that don't do a good job, unfortunately. I don't mean that as any shade, just that vet health is complicated, understudied, and a lot of the vets you know, don't have access to the proper resources or ability to do things or whatever. Um, I hope you remember us as the OGs. Of course. I mean, I do remember names of people that pop into the chat and everything. I think that that's something I try to value the people that I notice come back, you know, like I see some people come back and consistently chat and watch the streams, and that actually means a lot to me. It means a lot to me that people want to be involved in the community and help me grow and be here. It just really means a lot. Deep breath and accept in your mind to get hurt injections. Yeah, like you have to accept that it's going to hurt a little bit, and that might help you relax. It shouldn't hurt too bad. Chat moving too fast to even engage. I don't think that'll ever really, I mean, like maybe that'll happen, but maybe not. I don't really know. Another IM tip is that if it always hurts really bad, your needles might not be very sharp. Yeah, so like one thing that some people don't know, you should never use the drawing needle to inject. So like for estrogen at least, you use a really thick needle to draw out of the vial, and then you swap to a smaller needle to inject. I'm not sure if that's the same for testosterone, but after you use the needle to draw, it's dulled, and you do not want to use that same needle to inject. You want to use a fresh, unused needle to inject because it'll be sharp and it'll help it not hurt as bad. So my doctor has me doing sub-Q, not sure what the difference is. So sub-Q goes into the fat, intramuscular goes into the muscle. Yeah. So sub-Q has a smaller needle and intermuscular has a longer needle. That's basically the difference. I pop in and hear you talking about vets. Good timing. I was talking about animal vets. Animal vets, not veteran vets. But I see what you mean. I'm just not sure if it's any less effective, but it seems to be working so far. Oh, sub-Q and intramuscular are pretty similar. It's more about absorption rates. So like if your blood levels are fine, then you're fine. You know what I mean? What is something you wish you knew about medically transitioning back when I started? That's a really good question. I did a lot of research, so I felt pretty informed. What's something that I wish I knew about medically transitioning back when I started? Um, I don't. That's kind of a good question, but kind of a hard question. Because I felt like I knew, like I did so much research before I started. I sort of felt like I knew what I was getting into. Um, Gosh, I don't know. I'm kind of having a hard time coming up with an answer to that question. Like when I went to the doctor, she informed me of everything, and so like even if I had gaps in my knowledge, like my doctor would have remedied that. I'm just on e-pills. I'm too scared of needles to do it myself. I totally get it. I have needle fear as well. Um, so it's totally valid just to be on pills. I just switched the method of my shots. I switched to a device that auto injects so I could do it myself. Was having too many issues holding a standard needle. That's totally fair. I get that. That can be scary. A nice blouse, by the way. Thank you. I love this. I think it's like a sweater technically or whatever, but I love this sweater so much. I love this design on the sleeves, and I love how it like sits on my shoulders and drape. I think it's really cute. So thank you. I appreciate that. Just curious. Thank you for taking the question seriously. No, you're good. I wish I had a better, like I wish I had like an actual answer to that. To be totally honest with you. Uh, this whole chat makes me miss HRT. I had to stop a couple years ago, and now I have to be on birth control of a sort. Oh, I'm sorry, Emmett. I wish you well. I took the pills for years, but switched to injections last year. The nurse still does it for me. I'm afraid to do it myself. Definitely loving the results. That's totally valid. It's okay if you're having, if you have struggle to do it yourself. I struggle to do it myself. Really challenging. My doc seemed annoyed at how much I knew about transitioning when I first went, but she's so nice anyway. Yeah, my my doctor was a little she was a little annoyed. She was like, "Okay, like I know you've been on Reddit or whatever. I know you've quote unquote done your research, but like I got to inform you of the things, to make sure that you actually know what's going on here." So, Fred, are you about to have another accident? Why are you standing up all weird? Why do you look so weird? Huh? Are you okay? Fred, are you okay? Fred, what's going on? Do you need to go to the litter box? Do you need to go to the litter box? Go to the litter box, Fred. Go to poop. Go to the litter box. Go. I don't know. He does this weird thing where he'll like stand up and he'll like kind of just stand there and look like he's about to poop himself. And it's like, dude, are you about to poop yourself? Like, are you about to shit everywhere? Um, uh, you are totally valid. Sorry. I feel so validated. Oh, good. For E, I use 123 gauge needle. Never had a problem until I ran out and bought some cheapy needles that were dull as heck. A lot of effort just to get the thing to go in, and it hurts like heck. Oh gosh, yeah. You want to make sure you're using good quality stuff. Um, I actually don't know the gauge of the needles that I use to inject. That's something I really need to look at. I have no idea what the gauge is. No, Fred, I don't want you to share. Because might make a mess on my chair, and I don't want that. Yeah, I don't want to have to swap that blanket out. I usually feel too self-conscious to post, but this stream is giving me energy. Oh, well, thank you for being here. I appreciate your engagement. That means a lot to me. I hope you're doing well. Happy Trans Day of Visibility. Should I watch Tangerine or Hedwig and the Angry Inch? I don't know anything about either of those, so I have no idea. I actually have no idea. I was gone for a few. Phone died. Had to charge it. You're good. Welcome back, Larry. But no worries at all. I get it. You got stuff going on. Glad you're back and everything. I love Tangerine. It was made by the same director of the Florida Project. I feel so out of the loop. I have no idea what you guys are talking about. Oh, popping my knuckles. Sorry if that's very audible. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what these media things are. Are they like movies? You heard the pop? Maybe it's like ASMR. Is satisfying though? Yeah. Updog is even better. I know what you're trying to do here. I see your gambit. I see that. I know it. I know where you're going. Tangerine is a raw and real look at trans women of color. Where can I find this? Is it streaming? Yeah, what's up, Doug? What's up, Doug? What's that? You took the bullet. Well, I read it out loud, so but where would I find that? On a streaming service or Apple TV? I don't have Apple TV. Thanks, guys. You're welcome. Um, yeah, I've never seen that. I'll have to look into. I'll try to find a different way to watch it or whatever. I'll have to look it up. I'll have to look it up. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, my back. Hi Ryan. I hope I'm not dead naming you because I realize that you're a recently transitioning person. Hi Leah, you are one of the first trans content creators I started watching after my egg started cracking earlier this year. Thanks for the content. You're very welcome. I appreciate you being here. I really hope I didn't just dead name you. I always get nervous about that when people are in my live streams that like maybe they haven't updated their name or whatever, and you know what I mean. It makes me nervous, but I hope you're doing well. Um, Thank you for being here. Thank you for the compliments. I try my best. Definitely try my best. Whenever I talk to people online, I feel like I've listened to 2 songs and watched 3 movies and 5 TV shows in comparison because I never know what people are on about. Yeah, I'm like not super engaged. I'm not super engaged with like popular media in general. Like I don't watch a lot of movies. I don't do a lot of anything. Like I'm just not very in on the popular media discourse. I don't know. Like everyone's always talking about movies and shows and stuff, and I'm like I feel like I'm always out of the loop because I don't really watch that many shows and I don't really watch that many movies. I'm like I'm that person where people are like, "Oh, have you seen this movie that's super popular?" And I'm like, "No." And they're like, "How have you not seen this movie?" Like I haven't picked my new name yet. I just kind of wish Ryan was gender neutral. I get it. Um I wish you luck with that though, for real. I think you could I feel like you could make that gender neutral. Or you could just try a name that's like very close to it. Huh. I try to keep my profile pretty stealth, but my chat history would out me for sure. No idea if they record that. Actually, yes, they do record your chat history. I can if I click your name, I can go to a button that says channel activity and I can see every single chat that you've ever sent to my live stream. So it is logged. I've known Ryans of both genders, so it is kind of gender neutral, but it's more important of how you feel about it. Yeah, exactly. Like it's something that you really want to make sure that you are comfortable with. Like do don't pick a name just because you think it's convenient or you're you know what I mean? Like if you're not comfortable with the name as a gender neutral name, then change it or something. Or like Jamila said, like Raya, that could be a cute name. That could be a really cute name. Um, Minus both genders. Sorry, that was very binary of me. It's okay. I appreciate the awareness of that though. The only 2 trans streamers I currently watch on YouTube are you and Dead Domain. Well, thank you for being here, Evelyn. I've seen you in here more than a couple times, and I appreciate your engagement in being here. Dead Domain is great. I heard that they were shouted out. I watched the Vivian interview. Hassan interviewed Vivian. Um and I watched it and it was great. It was a good interview. And Dead Domain got shouted out because I guess Dead Domain interviewed Vivian. Is that something I don't know if I ever watched that, but um yeah, someone let Leah know that she's like a little bit behind on this stream. I feel bad that they're like she keeps engaging with in chat, but it's like it's a little bit a little bit out of sync talking about the boots. My first trans day of visibility being a trans girl, happier than I've ever been. Oh, first of all, Danny, thank you so much for the $10. That is so wholesome. Thank you for sharing that. Congratulations. I'm gonna like your thing, your super chat. That's really oh wait, I can heart it. Oh my gosh, I never realized that I can actually put a heart on all the super chats. And I have not been doing that. I'm gonna scroll up and see if I can do that to an old one. Oh crap, it's not gonna let me scroll up to the older super chats. Oh, that makes me feel bad. I wonder if for now on I'm gonna put a heart on every super chat. I'm sorry. Yeah. How do people like check their super chats? Oh, wait a minute. There they are. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and put hearts on all of these. There we go. There we go. Got it. Okay. Uh Hassan understood what? Uh, Evelyn, I was a little confused by the message. The Vivian interview was good, yeah. There was like it was kind of funny though. Like Hassan asked Vivian like what she likes to do, and she said reading. And then later on in the interview, Hassan was like, "Do you like to read?" Like he did not he does not retain anything. I feel like if you're that big of a streamer, I feel like you're interfacing with so much information. You're just like your brain is like a full sponge with water being poured on it. You know, it's like or like a glass that's full of water, and you're just like pouring more water on top. I thought that was a really funny thing from that interview. Um, when I went on, I'm gonna butcher this, Zhao Hongshu. They gave me a Chinese name. It was cool. Oh, interesting. I don't know anything about that. Doesn't help that he's very ADHD too. Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna blame him for it or anything. It was pretty funny. I said it right. Oh, I'm proud of myself. FFS made me look a lot younger than my real age. I love that. I know Leah is not caught up with chat. She's watching old chat, but yeah, um, I feel like that definitely is a thing that I've noticed. Like Luxaria after her FFS, oh my god, it looked like Luxaria looks like she got rid of like she shed like 8 years. Like honestly, Luxaria looks like she's like maybe like probably in her 20s is what she looks like. I don't know. It's hard to tell sometimes. Trans women just like look young a lot of the time. I was told on 2 separate occasions by my girlfriend and my mom that I looked like Vivian. I'm whatever the opposite of cooked is, and that's zero hormones. Well, congratulations to you. That's probably very affirming. Love Icky. Can't help but think of the Yap dolls are meme when I hear what me being uncultured again. I have no idea what you're talking about. I wanted to say amazing stream, love from Oregon. Thank you so much, Lyric. I appreciate you. You're very sweet. I appreciate you very much. I am caught up actually. I always hold the 2 times speed every once in a while to make sure. Oh, not you, Livy. I'm talking about Leah Landa. Let me see if I can at her. Um, I don't know if you guys can hear my keyboard clicking, but that I felt like I needed to let her know. I feel like I'm assuming her gender too. Like I feel bad. Is there a way that I can maybe? Well, they had FFS and BA. Okay, so definitely a trans girly. Okay, so I'm not misgendering that person. So that's cool. That makes me feel better. It's hard to interact with people on the internet when I don't know all of you like super personally, and I'm like terrified of misgendering or dead naming someone. I know I'm behind here. I paused and had to leave for a while. Oh, okay. So sweet of you. I hope they make it to the live. Well, apparently she knows. So I'm gonna stop talking about it. It's okay as a mistake. Yeah, like it's okay to make mistakes. It's just like when you're trans and you actually have empathy for like how it feels to be misgendered or dead named or whatever. It just feels extra bad when you accidentally do it. You know, it just like it's funny because like a lot of the transphobes and a lot of people in general like they don't feel bad at all for doing those things, but then when you know when you're a part of the community, it just makes you feel absolutely horrendous if you do that. First time I joined, my name on here was still my dead name, but now I'm Mr. Final Fantasy, so it's okay. That is an awesome name. That is you have won the name game, so to speak. I do feel that way, which is why I try so hard to respect the pronouns and names of others. Yeah, for sure. Like there's a lot of like um a lot of that in our community, which I love and I respect. It's just funny that we all beat ourselves up if we accidentally misgender or dead name someone when like, you know, we're well-meaning people. So like there's really no reason to feel that bad about it, but yeah. I always use they them until I hear someone else refer to them or if they correct me. I like this is something I want to talk about with chat that I think might be an interesting conversation. How do we feel about defaulting to gender neutral pronouns? Because I've heard two sides of the story. I think that some people do not like defaulting to gender neutral pronouns because like if someone is presenting as femme, they want to be gendered she her. If they're presenting masc, they want to be gendered he him. But like being gendered they them, if you're presenting a certain way, can feel like misgendering. But also I sort of feel like defaulting to gender neutral is, in my opinion, sort of like a safe thing to do. Like I would not, if I were I'm not binary, so it's hard for me to know. But like if I were binary, I would very much prefer someone to they them me, and then me be like, oh, she her by the way. And then be like, oh, okay, and then get it right rather than, default to a binary and possibly get it wrong or whatever. I don't know. It's a complicated conversation, and I'm actually curious what chat thinks about it because personally, I feel like defaulting to gender neutral is a pretty good way to go about things. I mean, you got to think about it now. Like, if you're talking about someone as they them, like sometimes that's just like, oh, they left the room. Like sometimes people use they them to refer to binary people in like a like they're not here kind of situation. So interesting. I'm curious what people think. Uh, I tend to say they them to always be correct. Yeah, I feel like it's sort of like I feel like defaulting to they them is our best option. Maybe a new transitioning person might get offended, but there should be good faith on both ends of that interaction. Yeah, for sure. Like if you're like, I don't feel like if someone they them'd a binary person, I feel like they shouldn't feel like that's being misgendered. I feel like they should take that as an opportunity to be like, oh, let me inform you of my pronouns, and then you can move forward from there. And I feel like that shouldn't leave a bad taste in your mouth. Like it should make you feel like, oh, this person wasn't necessarily sure, because like sometimes people are non-binary, and if people always default to binary pronouns, then that really leaves non-binary people in a bad situation where they're gonna get misgendered all the time or something. I don't know. It's a complicated subject, which is why I wanted to ask chat. Hi, Miss Leah. I just found you. I'm a new lurker. I'm certainly a strong ally for LGBTQIA folk, but am way low on social security ladder. I wish I could do more for us, you all. Bravo. Keep up the, I think you were going to say keep up the good work or whatever, but thank you very much. I don't know if you go by your username, but thank you. I really appreciate the kind words, and don't worry about it. Just watching, liking the stream, subscribing, all of that stuff is way more helpful than you think, and you do not need to give me a cent. All of the avenues of supporting me that are free are super helpful. So anything you can do, even if it has nothing to do with money, is really helpful. I think we should discourage anyone from assuming a gender or sex as a general policy and then allow folks to inform us which one we prefer. I agree. So like if you can, like sometimes if I'm unsure, I'll avoid pronouns entirely. Like I won't even use they them pronouns. I'll just avoid pronouns entirely. But that can be really awkward when you're trying to talk to someone or about someone. And so it's just, it's just something. It's going really not possible to tell just off of profile details. Yeah, like especially online, it's really hard to tell. If you're really trying to look femme, getting they them sounds like you don't pass. Well, I don't know. That's complicated though, because like like I'm non-binary, but I present femme. And so like presentation doesn't necessarily equal identification. You know what I mean? And so like when people assume she her all the time, which I use she her pronouns, but I also use they them pronouns. So I use both. But like if I were strictly non-binary, I would get she heard all the time, and that would be like passing would work against me in that situation. Like I feel like that would be it's such a complicated situation. Like it is genuinely complicated. I don't know if there's like a right answer. But I like the discourse. I like talking about it. Uh see here. If you're let's see, because you're trying to give respect, I'm horrible about using instead of they. I think of it as a generational struggle. I'm so glad you asked. Since I am a musician and a theorist, I think that all people have harmonics, as all sound waves do, and therefore everyone is technically they them. I call that harmonic. Okay. I mean, if there's no way for someone to know one way or the other, they them should be fine. Obviously, there's no perfect answer, but if someone's very obviously presenting one way or the other, probably don't they them. Yeah, I think that's a fair rule to use. Like I think that's generally a good guideline. If someone is like super femme presenting, I don't know if there's really a harm. I mean there is a harm because like non-binary people can present very binary, and that can create like I mentioned, that can create issues, but I don't know. I don't know. It's a struggle for real. I think honestly, just asking someone their pronoun can be good, but I've also seen some people where they get offended if you ask their pronouns because they want it to be unambiguous. But like it's not necessarily about passing, it's about the fact that non-binary people exist and they don't necessarily like there's no way to pass as non-binary. You know, like at least I don't think there should be a thing as passing as non-binary. I feel like if you look androgynous, that's cool, but I don't think that that should like indicate that you for sure use they them pronoun. Like I feel like probably just asking if you're unsure is good, but yeah, I don't know. It's complicated. Some transphobes will they them trans femmes to be disaffirming. I think that that's, you know, like if you know someone's pronouns and you're intentionally they theming them, then I do think that that is, you know, essentially misgendering, and that's not good. I am a they them only MF. I hate all other pronouns, but also find it excruciating to defend my identity. I feel that. I feel that, Livy. Like I used to request they them pronouns exclusively, and it got very exhausting. And like I kind of arrived at the situation where like I accept she her for sure. And I don't yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Let's see here. Presentation does not equal preferred gender. I have misgendered cis people based on looks, so I never assume pronouns anymore. Yeah, for sure. Like I've seen people misgender cis people as well. Like I once had a coworker call a lady sir, even though she was very clearly a cis woman with like some, you know, she was older, she had a little bit of like face fuzz and stuff. Just like, you know, not everyone fits into the binary. Like it's kind of one of the illusions of our culture is that everyone fits into this clean binary when that's just not true. Like the binary in and of itself is sort of a lie. And it's okay if you feel comfortable in that category and you want to be binary. Like I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But I do think that we need to accept at some fundamental level that the binary in and of itself is sort of just wrong, because like sexual characteristics and the way we categorize sex in general is very like it tries to take something that's extremely messy, and we're trying to like clean it up and give it this very categorical definitive thing when it's really not. And so it's just very that's what makes it so complicated. Like if we all fit cleanly into a category, if all non-binary people were androgynous, then we wouldn't be having this conversation. You know what I mean? If all binary people were uh fits had like the same kind of presentation or whatever, it wouldn't be we wouldn't be having this conversation. I did meet someone a few years ago that was super femme and used he, him pronouns, but that was a rare thing. Well, maybe they were early, like maybe they were trans mask and had just come out, or maybe they were one of those people like gender fluid where they or whatever. Like some people accept any pronoun. You know what I mean? I view using a person's name and avoiding pronouns entirely as a subset of neutral pronouns, but I can see it being different. Norm, don't assume. I like to think of God and the divine as they them. I present very masked now and almost exclusively get he him Mr. Surd now, which sucks, but I prefer that over hyper femme and getting she heard. Okay, well, you know, yeah, whatever works best for you. Oh, chat I just resized chat and it just went crazy. Hold on. Let me try to figure out where I was. Normalizing the inquiry into one's pronouns is very reasonable and comparable to asking what one's name is. Yeah, I agree wholeheartedly with that. I think that's a super strong take. One time I had a friend who was a cis female who I thought for an entire year was a boy. Oh wow. When you think about it, if you're in conversation face to face, you don't really use pronouns, you would say you. Yeah, like there's a very easy way to avoid pronouns when you're talking to someone face to face for sure. At this point, I let my androgyny speak for itself. I'm always surprising people. I present myself cis just because I'm kind of half closeted and I get technically misgendered as a woman all the time. Leads to some really funny interactions at work, at least when it's not just, I don't know what SH means, but that's really interesting. I get that you're like that whole like being half closeted thing and everything. I wish you luck on your journey and genuinely. I know I don't know how to say your name. Is it Zoltol? Zoltol? I don't know how to say it, but like, you know, I see you in chat, I see you in the Discord. I appreciate you, and I hope that you oh, sexual harassment. Okay, I get you. But yeah. Half of the time I'm still misgendered, even with DD size booba. Yeah, like sometimes people are just very I don't know. People make a lot like I think one of the things that's really important is like looking into things like change blindness. Like have you guys ever seen or have y'all ever seen I'm trying to get away from saying have you guys because I'm as a separate tangent, but have y'all ever seen those experiments with change blindness where like ignore the goofy gamer tag names Asher? Okay. Is it Ashore or Asher? Like yeah, but I'll remember that. But essentially like there are these experiments where like someone sure, okay, gotcha, where some people like they start talking to a stranger and then like they'll move something in front of the people who are talking, like people will be like moving a mirror or a painting or whatever, and they'll move between the people that are talking and then they'll swap out the person. It's like an experiment. They'll swap the person out and like you would be shocked, like you can swap one cis guy for another, and if they look even remotely like if they have different colored hair, even if they like look different, like you can have a guy with no beard and swap it for some guy with like a huge beard, and people like will not notice. Like when people interact with you and when they perceive you, they are not perceiving your actual real presentation in full all at once. Like it's very weird. It's very weird. Like people generally tend to uh absorb and process information slower than we think. Like for instance, I was at work the other day and I got into my car and I realized like I work in a food business. So I had eaten on break and I realized that I had food on my face. Like I had a little food that was on my face. And I got so embarrassed because it was like very obviously on my face. And you know what I mean? Like I just walked around for like an hour with food on my face. And so I went back into the store and I was like, guys, if you ever see me have food on my face, like, please, like, say something to me. Like, don't let me walk around like a fool with food on my face. Like, that's not very, it's really embarrassing. And literally everyone was like, oh, we didn't notice. Like, no one noticed. And it's just one of those things. Like, that's actually something that has helped with my anxiety a lot. Is like, I used to feel like if you get a stain on your shirt or whatever, you tend to think that literally every single person who engages with you is going to see that stain on your shirt, but like they don't. Like they don't notice it. They barely know who they're talking to. They barely have processed like what you look like. So I really recommend looking into those studies on change blindness because it's shocking. Like, I think it went as far as like they could replace people who looked entirely different, and people just wouldn't notice that it's a different person. So, it's really interesting. Happy TDOV, everyone. Be good to each other. Thank you, Alfred. I appreciate you so much. I see some new people popping into chat. Hi, Bookworm. Hi, Gwen. Hello. Hello. Socializing is chess. True. People see you how they imagine you to be. I think they look and judge in a split second. Yeah, like people create an image of you in their head, and that's mostly what they're interacting with. I had to close my window mostly because it's getting kind of cold in here. I always tell people they have stuff on their face, hair, or teeth. If it's noticeable, it's good. It's good manners, in my opinion. Yes. Yeah, for sure. I agree. I agree entirely. I think that it's rude to like not tell someone that their fly is down or they got food on their face or whatever. Like, if someone's makeup is messed up, like, not to be rude about it, not to be like, yo, you look like a train wreck or anything, but just be like, yo, I just want you to know, you got a little food on your face. Like, I think that that's normal and should be normalized, and it's helpful. I think it's like a helpful thing to do. I always appreciate it when people do that for me. Cause you know, gotta point out that stray booger kindly. Yes. Yes. Yes, exactly. Like, if you notice someone looks a little bit like a mess, then yeah. My mom always accidentally wipes her eyeliner onto her forehead, so I have to tell her. It's so funny. That's super funny. So like my mascara, I actually got a new mascara recently. My mascara always, like, I have really hooded eyes, and so you can probably tell, like, if you look at the side, like my eyelashes like touch the hoods of my eye. And so like over time, the mascara will like transfer to the hood of my eye and like leave little lines. And you know, I gotta like use the back of my thumb to like try to like wipe it away. I got a new mascara recently that actually does it less, so it kind of makes me happy. Um, Definitely appreciate having a new mascara. It took me like a year to actually find the energy to look for a new brand, but I'm glad I did. I'm really glad I did. This was a really great stream. I hope your evening is good. I need to go to bed. No, I appreciate you, Johnny. Thank you so much. I hope you subscribed. I hope to see you in future streams or wherever. And enjoy your evening. Thank you for being here. I have hooded eyes too. I know what you mean. Yeah, hooded eyes make everything so much harder. Like, doing eyeliner for me, like the liquid liner, is just, it's so challenging. It's so challenging. I really struggle with liquid liner. To the point where like I struggle to find the energy to do it. Oh, what mascara is it? So I was using the before, the one that would transfer all the time. I was using the elf waterproof volumizing mascara. It comes in like a blue bottle. I was using that. I swapped to the L'Oreal million what is it called, million lashes formula. It's like a volumizing L'Oreal waterproof makeup thing. Livy's got to sleep too. I hope I hope you sleep well. Good night. Thanks for being here. I appreciate you. How much longer are you probably going to be on? I had to leave for dinner, but I'm happy I'm catching the live again. Well, welcome back. I hope you enjoyed your dinner. I am not sure. I usually just go until I feel tired. It's been 3 hours, which is kind of like long for me, but I'm having a good time, so I just like have been sticking around. I don't know how much longer I'll go for though. I actually, oh my gosh, I forgot completely. I gotta flip my laundry. I forgot to set a timer for it. So it's probably been done for like an hour and a half. Not an hour and a half. It's probably been done for half an hour. Beauty guru time. Yeah. So I use the L'Oreal makeup now for mascara, and it works out really well. Maybe there's a better brand, but I don't know. I'll have to experiment some more. I use a pigment pen meant for setting lip outlines for eyeliner. I get an eyeball full of the liquid stuff. Well, I use like I do my eyeliner on my waterline like every day, and I use NYX for that. I use like a not I don't use liquid eyeliner for that. Like I haven't worn liquid eyeliner in a long time, to be honest. I tend to not wear it very often. But I also use the NYX liquid liner. I use the one in the brush. It's called like Epic Wear or something. And it's the brush one. I know there's like a pen version, but I feel like that one doesn't go on as dark, and it's also like, I don't know, like the brush one is like thicker, and so it's like goopier, it's like easier to manipulate or whatever, but like doing that liquid liner is just so hard. I wish I honestly wish I was like better at it. Like I wish that I was more comfortable doing, because like if I'm more comfortable doing it, then I'll do it more often. But it's like it's so challenging to do that I don't do it, because it's like it's hard. But if I did it more often, it would be easier. So I don't know. I just need to kind of get over it and start doing it more often. Hey Leah, how do you get beyond disownment? I'm struggling with it so much with the people who with the people who wants what's in my life because I'm trans. I'm a little unclear about the wording, but do you mean like people like not wanting to be your friend anymore because you're trans or whatever? That happens. I've had it happen. I feel like everyone has had it happen. Like if literally everybody in your life accepts it, then that's kind of a rare thing. But I think you just have to understand that like if someone doesn't want to be in your life because you're trans, then they're probably not worth keeping around anyway. You know what I mean? Like they're probably like a really not a great person deep down. Like they're probably kind of bigoted or kind of whatever. And it's just not really like I would try not to lose sleep over that. Like you're going to make more friends, you're going to meet more people, and those people will probably be better people and better for your life. Like it's okay to outgrow friends. Like genuinely, when if you have someone in your life that is like struggling to accept you post transition, then like you have outgrown that friend. Like you have reached a point where you accept yourself and they don't accept you. So you are growing away from that person, if that makes sense. And that's okay. That's okay. That's why I'm surprised. I caught literally the beginning of the stream when I was leaving campus. Such a long stream. Yeah, it is kind of a long stream for me, honestly. I normally do 2 to 3 hours, and then I've been saying that I'll do like a gaming stream after, but like after going for 2 or 3 hours, it's really hard for me to like want to do even more streaming, doing gaming stuff. So lately I've just been doing what I've been doing here, where I just do like a chatting stream and then I stop. Does anyone miss like the gaming section? It is sad, but yeah. Yeah, like it's sad. It's okay to it's okay to mourn the relationship. Like I had a friendship, like I'll be very vulnerable with all of you. I had a friendship that was like one of my closest friends. Like literally one of the closest friends in my entire life. I lost because of transitioning. Like, I started transitioning, and she just did not, like, she essentially ghosted me. Like, I told her I was transitioning, and she just never really responded. Uh, kind of just left me completely, like, alone, essentially. Like, just really, I don't know. It was really sad. And it's okay to mourn that. Like, it's okay to feel sad about it. But also, like, if she wasn't willing to accept who I am as I am now, I just feel like maybe that friendship wasn't as great as I thought it was, or maybe like conditional love is not what you want. Like, you do not deserve conditional love. You deserve unconditional love. And so people in your life should love you regardless. Like, it doesn't matter at all who you are or what you do. Like, you should have people in your life that love you for who you are, unconditionally. And so, like, I just, I don't know. It became very clear to me that this person was not unconditionally loving. And I find that to be very notable. Like, I'm not even going to say anything bad about it, but that changes how I look at that person. Hope you're all having an amazing day. Thank you, Papa Brandino. It's good to see you around. Uh, I hope you're doing well. I know you've been pretty busy lately. I hope you're doing well. That's always given me trouble with transition. I'm scared about family members. I mean, yeah, they'll either accept you or not, but if they don't accept you, then that's, they're not worth having in your life. Lost much family and some friends with my transition. Oh, well. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of bound to happen, honestly. Like, even to the most supported people, you're going to lose people. Like, that's the thing about transition, is it's kind of like a sacrifice. Like, you have to be willing to sacrifice some relationships or some whatevers. You have to be willing to sacrifice your previous existence. Oh, I think I just got the hiccups, which is not good. My parents disowned me for 20 years. Later, we reconciled, and I was there for them in their old age. Aw. Well, I'm glad you reconciled. But that's really sad. I'm sorry that they couldn't accept you for so long. I'm in my late 20s, and I've outgrown or lost so many friends. I'm pretty used to it. Yeah, I like that's something that I've noticed as well, is that, like, there are a lot of people that, like, I grew away from even before transition. And so I'm not, like, it's not even really a transition thing to me. Like, I'm just going to outgrow some friends, and that's okay. Uh I loved your Project Zomboid gameplay. It was like Sims, but don't die, and I never realized. Yeah, that's true. That's a very accurate portrayal of the game. You can't conform to what others expect you to be and remain happy. True. Ba, 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 ba. I lost friends, family, and some people have eventually come back around, and other people turned out to be fair weather allies. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. My parents could never accept me, and honestly, that was the biggest part of starting for me. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Not much, just hopping on Helldivers, casually hijacking this chat to use as our own public DMs. No, you're good. Enjoy Helldivers. I love Helldivers. I actually haven't played in a while, but Helldivers, such a good shooter. Love that game. Incredible. Like, incredible. And I'm an automaton main. Like, I don't do the bugs, I do the bots. And I love it. I love it so much. Raven Dragon, I'm not out to any of my family. Well, I wish you luck with that, but if they choose not to accept you, I hope you're able to find the strength to carry on anyway. I don't think anyone transitions frivolously. Is pretty serious business. Yeah. Yeah, I think most people do view it as that. I think that it's a the people on the right tend to think that we view it as something frivolous, or like you just do for fun or whatever. But, like, that's, like, not how any actual trans person views it. Which just shows how little they actually know about the transition process or trans people in general. Being authentic is lonely sometimes. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of pleasure seeking, very immature people out there. And like that's just real. Like there's a lot of people out there who are not really good people. And I think that that's totally valid to accept. Like I think that on the left we try to like, we stand up for people and we try to like, recognize the good in people. But you also have to recognize that some people are just pieces of shit. Like some people are just immature, materialistic, shallow, or bigoted. And like it's okay that they're just like it's okay that someone is a piece of crap. Like, but you don't have to involve them yourself in their life. People tend to make the bed they sleep in. So like I tend to think that like crappy people congregate around crappy people. And if you find yourself around a bunch of crappy people, maybe you like I know personally, I was not a great person pre-transition. Um, I was bitter, I was angry, I was cynical, misogynistic even, and like, you grow out of those nasty parts of yourself sometimes when you transition. And like it's okay to leave people behind if they only contribute to the negative parts of your personality. I was going to come out today but got scared. Maybe tomorrow. Oh, good luck, Charlie. I wish you luck. You're right. It's either you sacrifice your happiness or you sacrifice those who don't accept you. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Like, and you don't let people, don't let your desire to be included override your desire to love yourself. You know what I mean? Like you will find family, you will find community, you will find people who will love and accept you for who you are. You don't need to accept people who are fair weather friends or who are not going to be there for you. Jasmine said, I went to my first trans rally today. That's incredible. I hope it went well. It's a good day for it. So I appreciate that. I hope it went well. Thanks for sharing. Something I've had trouble with understanding about myself is that I love very traditionally feminine things, and yet I still feel as though I'm trans masc, and it's hard to pinpoint what that makes me feel. Yeah, that's totally valid. I've seen discourse about that actually online. I've seen people talk about how like like people will be like, I'm a trans man that loves dresses or loves whatever. And like, or just being trans masc even, like non-binary. Like that's totally valid. And I think that like, to be totally honest with you, if our society was more progressed and people were like more accepting, I think more people would realize that like it's a spectrum and that like we were talking about earlier, the binary categories are kind of not real. Like they are, but they're not. And I feel like eventually, like we should be able to basically abolish gender. Like I feel like eventually we should be able to move to a point where it's like you can present however you want, use whatever pronouns you want. Like you don't need to justify your existence. You don't need to fit into a category just to have a category to fit into. You can fit into whatever category you want to fit into. Like you can just be yourself, Hello, Pete. Welcome. I was the poorest excuse for a human being as a pre-transition fundamentalist Christian, which was the last ditch effort to be normal. It backfired bigly. Yeah. Like I was even a little bit transphobic before I transitioned. I think like uh I viewed trans people as like I was like kind of secretly jealous of them. Like I was kind of jealous that they had the strength to come out and I didn't. And so I was a little bit transphobic and I regret that. I feel like it was a very bad part of my life where I was very repressed and I was not a great person. Me accepting my transness was literally me being okay with dropping anyone who couldn't accept it. That's great. I think that's a very true way of looking at it. And I think that, I'm proud of you for getting there. There are plenty of trans masc femboys, and that's valid. Your identity is your own. True. My mom thinks all men should either be Liver King or Trump and all women a 1950s wife. Well, your mom is wrong. You're right. That makes me happy to hear. Hell yeah, abolish gender. Ever since I started my transition, I have been a lot happier and a lot less depressed. I've been transitioning for 2 years. Thank you for sharing, Gwen. I'm glad it's brought you peace and everything. I wish you luck. Some questions don't have answers, others don't need them. You answer questions you haven't learned to ask by continuing to explore. That is a wow. Is that like a quote from something like that? The way you wrote that was like that was so on point. Great writing there. My little cousin keeps trying to insult me in front of my family by loudly saying I look like a girl. It's very ironic. Little do they know. That's so funny. I have apologized to trans friends for exactly that, pushing friends away because I was scared and jealous. Yeah, literally. Like I feel bad about the way I acted before in certain situations. My biggest egg signs were being super envious of lesbians for seemingly no reason. Yeah, like I've talked about this before in a couple of videos, but I used to confuse I used to confuse gender envy for attraction. So I used to think I was super attracted to all feminine presenting people, but I was actually just really envious of them. Like I wanted to be them, not be with them. And it honestly took me a really long time to figure that out. Mostly because I didn't know what gender dysphoria was. And so when I was experiencing gender envy, I didn't understand that it was connected to dysphoria. I understood that it was connected, I thought it was connected to attraction. I thought it was like a yearning for that person, but it was more like I wanted to live vicariously by being close to that person. Like I used to date a lot of women pre-transition, and the animus for almost all of those relationships was like, oh my gosh, I want to be subservient to this person. Like I want to be in a relationship with them so that I can like live vicariously through them. Like I used to be very self-sacrificial in relationships, which was extremely unhealthy, very unhealthy. It was something I had to learn the hard way, not a quote. Well, that you should write that down. Honestly, you should write that down, Bookworm. That was a really good way to say that. Maybe the Bookworm should be writing a book. I don't know. I'm just saying. My mom is obsessed with gender roles to an extreme. I have never seen a 55-year-old so fixated on gender extremes like this. I'm a trans woman myself and was pushed into hypermasculinity. I think it happens, to be honest with you. Like, I think that there are, especially older people, the world used to be less progressive. It used to be simpler. And I think that there are a lot of older people who find comfort in the simplicity of a binary structure and cis heteronormative culture, and it makes them feel like safe in their bubble. Um, yeah, I got disinvited to my cousin's wedding because of my transition. I'm sorry to hear that. I had a lot of envy, which made my attraction seem obsessive. My attraction is a lot more mild now and normal. I thought male attention was validating early in transition, but don't find men appealing. Interesting. I find myself I'm still pansexual. Like I'm demisexual, but I'm still like attracted to all genders, but I'm definitely finding myself more attracted to masculine presenting people nowadays. Like I find that a lot more attractive than feminine presenting people. Like I'm still pan though. I'm just like I used to be only attracted to feminine presenting people, but have since realized that that was mostly gender envy. So Steph said, yeah, the odd moment when your friends are saying they want to blank this famous woman and you just quietly want to be them. Yeah. Yeah, but like, it's just like sometimes when you're not taught things, you misinterpret feelings like qualia, it's confusing stuff. Anyone who did not understand my dysphoria, I was never uncomfortable with my appearance until a few months ago. Yeah, dysphoria can hit you all at once. Like like for a lot of people, dysphoria is sort of like this underlying feeling that you don't really understand. And then when you start confronting it, it's very present and very strong and real. Like I know when I came out as trans and I started transitioning, my dysphoria was worse than it had ever been before. Like day one HRT, I was giga dysphoric. Like I was so dysphoric. And then the HRT started making me feel better mentally, but then I was very dysphoric about my appearance. So, yeah. Yeah. Italian family, Roman Catholics made things difficult. I have an Italian family too, which is kind of my family is kind of socially conservative. Um, and even though my family like voted Democrat, just very socially conservative. So I was never really introduced to some of these more progressive values or understandings of the world. Um, the hamster wheel of trying to understand your own identity can drive you mad. Sometimes it's best to just let it go and just enjoy being you instead of wasting time trying to figure it out. Yeah, for real. Like there's like limited usefulness to actually picking a label and identifying strongly with a label. Like just do what feels right to you, and however other people decide to define that is up to them. It's not up to you. And like, oh, that sounds like a bad way to say that. I don't mean to see that you don't have agency in how, I don't know. I just like I think some people get really into like trying to find the perfect label or whatever, but like, it's just eh, I don't know. Just do what you want to do. If anyone knows who Grums is, Gamergate game dev, super transphobic. He got exposed recently, and part of it was that he had a secret identity pretending to be a girl. Sounds like a closeted trans girl for real. Uh, I do like more dominant women. I'm naturally submissive. The women I envied most were rocker chick types, and who I am attracted to varies a lot. Yeah, like I find myself actually being attracted to like like cis women who are very like masculine, like work out a lot or whatever. I tend to find that that's like really attractive to me now. Labels are meaningless. Yeah, I mean like they have meaning, but you know what I mean. I was always a hippie artist type of person, so nobody should have been surprised by my transition, yet they all thought they knew me. Yeah. I used to date a lot of women. Hey, like it's not something I'm like super proud of. Like I I regret a lot of those relationships because they were not built on healthy emotions or drives. You know what I mean? And so it's like I don't know. Oh, cool. You're on the ace spectrum as demisexual. It was covered in the Aspect podcast series last fall. I don't know anything about that podcast, but yeah, yeah, I'm demi. I'm also on the agender spectrum. Like that's why I consider myself non-binary because um, gender to me is more of like a secondary. Like it's not as prominent as it is for some other people. I tend to think in very gender neutral ways. Like I tend to not think in gendered language. And I'm also like I don't get sexually attracted to people just by appearance. Like I have to be attracted to someone's like personality and like build a relationship without before I can like be sexually attracted to someone. Gotta head to bed. Thanks for the stream, Leah. Thanks, chat. Thanks, Barnaby. Have a great one. I hope that you have good sleeps. Don't worry, guys. You'll all outlive the old men that hate you. If anyone needs a purpose in life, spite can be noble as any other. Yeah, I have a pin on my bag that says survive out of spite. And it's like my favorite pin because, like, so true. So true. As weird as it sounds, WWE's JC Jane back in 2021 was someone I felt painful levels of envy towards. This was when my gender envy was getting more clear. I don't know who that is, to be honest. Um, I feel mild attraction based on appearance, but it takes me getting to know them before I feel anything, if that makes sense. Yeah, yeah. Like I just like some people are very like some people are very sexual towards people that they don't know, and I don't feel comfortable with that. Like I don't feel sexual attraction to people who are, even if I think they're attractive physically, like I don't get like horny for them or whatever unless I get like really attached emotionally, and then that's when I start to feel like more of an intimate drive, so to speak. I'm trying to Happy Trans Day of Visibility. You are now visible. Also, OMG, the demi struggle. It's so hard to date when it takes like 2 years to be attracted to anyone. Yeah, no, it's true. A lot of people, it's like dating demi when the other person is not demi is really awkward because they always are like they're like lusting really quickly, and it's like, whoa, like can we maybe hold off on that? Thank you, Kate. I appreciate you being here. I could be into women or men, but a lot of women hurt me. Now it's just about the fact that I get along with men better. Fair enough. Valid. It's whatever works for you. JC is basically a tomboyish rocker chick character, and even in real life, she also resembles women in my family, including my sister. Uh, Essentially, a case of what I had been like born as a cis woman. Oh, okay. As a cis ace male, I'm the opposite. I'm attracted to women and femme presenting folks, gyno-romantic, and of course aesthetic attraction is big for me, just no sexual attraction. I'm not demi, but I don't want to date anyone who isn't fully accepting of my personality. That's totally valid. Totally valid. I think that's extremely valid, and good for you for having figured that out. Happy Day of Visibility. Thank you. Being demi romantic kind of sucks because I can get feels for very close friends, but I turn that love into being the best friend I can be and don't let it turn into lust. Couldn't do that guilt. That's fair. I think that's a healthy way to funnel those emotions. That's I'm not like a psychiatrist or anything, so I don't know. But yeah. It's been like 3.5 hours, guys. I'm starting to feel like I'm getting a little tired. I'm a little hungry. Starting to think that maybe I should start wrapping up stream. I really need to flip that laundry like really badly. Um Chat engagement has been wonderful. You all have been wonderful. I really appreciated the stream, but I definitely feel like I'm running out of steam a little bit here. And I would love to game a little bit, but I need to go do chores, and I need to do laundry, I need to eat, I need to do stuff. I will have a video out this week though. Um I will for sure have another video out this week. I'm not sure what it's going to be about, but we shall see. I have a couple ideas. I always have a hard time picking a topic for video because I usually have like two or three things that I want to make a video about, but then you got to pick one, and it's like, how do I pick? Uh, okay. No worries. Leah, the ace spec covers asexuality and aromanticism through the lens of intersectionality with guests. Fair enough. That's a good way to content monkey smacks symbols together. Okay. Go take care of yourself. Happy Trans Day of Visibility. Thank you. So the best thing is for sure shifted from the riffraff. Of course, this is why you have a great time with your videos and some of your knowledge about things that are getting stronger. Thank you for that. I really appreciate you and appreciate what you do for us. Thank you. I appreciate that. This is a perfect way to spend the Trans Day of Visibility. Yes, I really appreciate all the kind words, the super chats, and everything that everyone did today, all the engagement. This was a wonderful stream. I had a great time chatting with everybody. I feel like a lot of people shared a lot of things that were really interesting, and I appreciate the vulnerability. I appreciate everyone sharing their experiences and engaging in chat and everything. That's all very wonderful. It makes me very happy. So, I'm glad I could catch stream this time. Missed the last few because I got a bad medicine. Got on a bad medicine, and then I got an eye infection. I should be around more unless God smites me again. Well, thank you for being here, and I'm sorry that you had such a bad run there with some medicine and the eye infection, but hope you're feeling better. Um, yeah, thank you so much. Okay. I Hope you are all gonna have a wonderful evening. Do something for me, and that something is that you all need to drink some water. So make sure you drink some water. Actually the pinned message in chat is my link tree. If you click on that, you can follow through the link, and you can find the Discord link and you can join. And I would very appreciate if anyone wants to join the Discord. That would mean a lot to me. We have great people in there. See ya, everybody. I'll catch you next time in the next stream or in the video or whatever, or in the Discord, whatever. Either way, drink some water, okay? Bye.